maybe. If they decide, okay, look at that. How about that? We're finally live. They're allowing us to be live. Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe not.
How many genders are there?
Well, at this day and age, there's multiple genders. You pretty much can be whatever you want to be. But
I like how it disappeared.
How
what the
many
hell?
genders
There it
are
is.
there?
well, at this day and age, there's multiple genders. You pretty much can be whatever you want to be. But what I have thought about and have come to discover that 100 years from now, when we're all in the grave, and some archaeologists come and dig us up, you're either going to be a man or you're going to be a woman. So I have to say two.
And we have stated this fact numerous times. That's the best part. Like when I found that reel, I was like, "Oh, I have to."
Well, see,
The funny thing is, like,
Mr.
when you-
Peabody identifies as a big P.
Yeah, I do. But I tell you what, when you first played that and we didn't see the video, I thought that was Dennis Leary. It sounded like Dennis Leary.
Right.
Yeah, actually, no. Yeah, you say that. Yeah, it did. Yeah. But you'd have to pay a lot of money to talk like that, so no.
Right. This is true. But it's all right, Mr. P. He IDs as he identifies as the letter P now. So we'll put a big capital, P in the chat so everybody can let him know that we stand with him as a
Sesame
P.
Street.
I was going
Today's
to say,
letter
today's
is P.
Sesame Street is brought to you by the letter P.
P.
Yes. Yes, this is very true.
You could eat a pea, or you could take a pea, or
Hi, Raquel.
Hey, Raquel.
Hey,
Hope you had a great
Oh.
flight.
Yeah.
Oh,
And,
hello!
this is
Raquel's looking really good.
Wow, Raquel.
Yeah,
the flight
no,
did you so
it's-
good.
Fucking, I hate StreamYards because I wish it wouldn't fucking pull the shit up as I'm trying to get it set up. And I wish you could do everything from StreamYards.
Well, no, if they're going to pull up a girl like that, they can pull it up as much as they like.
No kidding.
Yeah, but
Just keep it running if it's just going to be stuff like that.
the real disturbing thought is how many times Adam watched that before the stream.
Not just right here. That's about it. I'm trying to. It's the
Yeah,
reels. But I'm having
he had one
issue.
hand on his mouse and the other one on his trouser mouse.
Yeah, no. Let's see. I don't know why it's not fucking working. It won't mute. It won't unmute. It won't pause.
I don't think Adam has a trouser mouse because I think his dogs keep on eating it. They ate his remote control. I'm sure if he had a mouse, they'd eat that too.
Well, I think he'd be a bit more higher pitched if they'd have eaten the trouser mouse, to be perfectly honest. Sure, he's fine.
All right, there. Now I got the fucker. Fuck you, Facebook, by the way, for being a pain in the ass. Fuck you, StreamYards, for not letting me just do this shit in StreamYards, just so you know. But yeah, all right, here's what I've been trying to work on. God damn it. But yeah.
Yeah, I
Because
bet
it's
you've been
Facebook.
trying to work on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of guys trying to work on that.
No kidding.
But yeah, we fear strong women, right? Yeah. No, I don't think so. And I can't get it any bigger.
No, I don't
Can't
fear
get
her.
it any
but
bigger.
I can't get it.
I don't
Yeah.
fear her, but let's be honest, she's high maintenance. She'll probably spend like fucking 3-4 hours a day in the fucking gym. I'm sorry, that's time when she could be making me a sandwich.
Hold on. You wouldn't want to watch a woman getting sweaty and hot in a gym for 3 hours because I'd pay for that.
I can think of better ways to get a woman hot and sweaty.
I would really pay for that, and she's doing all the hard work, so I don't see a loss there, to be perfectly honest. Just saying. That's not high maintenance.
Yeah,
Oh, the food bill will be.
You don't see a downside right up to the point where she divorces you. Yeah,
Well, that seems to be the thing that people do with me.
you
so,
piss
yeah.
her off. It's one thing a normal woman, but you piss her off. Yeah, you're coming out there literally with no nuts.
I've said before I wouldn't mind, if the lady who plays Cardoon, if she'd like to be the shit at me, I'd be quite up for that. So her as well, yeah, that's fine.
Well, no, I have to say she's getting a bit, big.
Well,
these
Gina
days.
Carano, well, she's still got a
I mean,
lovely.
it's like this. You look at her fighting days and look at her now, and she's like twice the size.
Yeah,
I mean, she's what? No. It was all right when she was buxom, but she's going from buxom to slightly bigger than buxom.
I haven't seen her recently.
Slightly
but
bigger than Buxom.
Slightly bigger.
anything for Mandalorian, she'd be fine. I mean, to be,
See her in that movie, Terror on the Prairie. She looks pretty damn good in that movie.
I've not really seen many of her movies, to be perfectly honest. I've pretty much only seen her in The Mandalorian. So 55,000 pieces, Millennium. At least he's got the right radar dish. That's all.
I was gonna say before long, this will be on
looks pretty good.
desk. You know, that'll be the model he's working on.
I got no room for that. I don't even have a desk.
Yeah, but that's just fucking pointless. You can't even pick it up and play with it. So what's the point?
Well, you can swirl the radar dish. I'm sure the ramp goes up and down.
You can swirl the radar.
That's well worth it. I'm just trying to look at the. You're negative tonight. I'm trying to look at the positives and everything. I'm sorry, a couple more of these, and I'll really be looking at the negative. I'll go, yeah, you're right. It's not worth it.
I'm not a negative person. I'm what you call a realist.
I'm still stuck on swirling the radar dish.
I just don't think that any house should be without a 55,000 piece Lego Millennium Falcon.
Millennium Falcon.
I think that every house should have one.
I can think of several.
I can see Brent bringing a girl home. Look, it spins.
It swirls. And you can open the cockpit.
And it's the proper dish.
And she says, "So you're into swirlies?" Is that what
and it only took me 3 years.
Yeah, it cost me 3 more.
And the first time she gets pissed at you, she's going to take a fucking hammer to
yeah, and then you kiss that goodbye. Oh dear me.
But the first thing you got to say is like, "I'm sorry. Did you want to use the table?" I'm sorry, but the table's occupied at the moment. I can move the Millennium Falcon, but I have to get a forklift in here.
It shows real commitment.
She says, "Use the force, you pussy."
Well, it works on an X-wing, so
it's like this. If a woman came in and said, "Move it using the force," you marry her. I'm just saying.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah.
Then again, though, I don't know. She might be referring to the Rey version of the Force.
No, that.
No, the farce. Yeah,
the farce.
The farce.
Yeah,
May the farce be with you.
Yeah, the Rey version of the Force, instead of moving the Millennium Falcon, you've actually just moved the house around it. Yes.
Pretty much. Right. Even the Schwartz is better than the farce.
Okay, yeah. Hey, my Schwartz is almost as big as yours.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's not as colorful.
No. Well, I still want a yogurt doll and the flamethrower.
Oh,
and the sandwich box.
Of course. But here's the problem with you and Gina right here. Like I know that the DL was just wanting to sing this song to you when you were talking about good old Gina Carano.
It's a damn fact we at a disadvantage because we got a dick. And a dick is a dumb fucking thing. A dick's got a head with no brains, got an eye that won't see, hangs around with 2 nuts, lives around the corner from an asshole, and his best friend's a cunt. Do you tell me we ain't got problems?
True.
Talking about Joe Biden again, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Always. I mean, we've got interesting. I love it because I don't twatter Twitter much, but you do find some golden gems on there on occasion.
Some great ones on there, and I definitely don't twatter Twitter, or whatever they want to call it. So, my God, I'm in the chat.
Twitter twat.
Kiefer Kiflom, hello. Raquel, hello. I've already said hello, Raquel.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, she's off on her flight, so have a safe flight.
That's right. Have a safe flight.
Come fly with me. Come fly away.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Just check. Keep on the chat. Hello, everyone.
Your son from the future. But yeah, dude. I mean,
I think he's talking to you.
It's been a pretty. Yeah, he is. A pretty. I have no idea who it is, but I have a pretty cool thing. Lou Ferrigno is going to be here at the beginning of the year.
On the panel?
So, well, he's going to be in town. So, at a convention that I go to. So, I'm going to actually get to meet Lou, but I will talk to him about bringing him on because I'm not scared. I talked to Adrian Paul and tried getting him to come on. And when I talked with Sam Flash motherfucking Gordon, I was like, dude, I'd love to have you come on the shows. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those, you just kind of got to work with their people and try to schedule and shit. It's kind of hard, but yeah, man, I decided that when I meet him, I was talking with Ootini about this, and I'm like, what do you guys think? And I'll ask the rest of the panel too. I'm really thinking about taking my 35-pound plate weight and taking it and having him autograph that bitch because I don't use it. It just sits on the rack anyway. I think it'd be fun to have a weight that's been signed by Lou Ferrigno.
Are you talking about one of those shake weights, the one that makes it look like you're jerking off? You know that?
No, I'm talking about my plate, my 35 round.
Actual
You know,
proper
yeah, the
plate
actual weight, 35 pounds. Yeah.
And I think it's a great gesture.
Yeah.
No, for a start, you're doing it all wrong. You don't ask, you kidnap.
You kidnap.
And that way, he will be on the show.
That's up with what I'm going to do. I'm like, hey, I got something to show you. And then you guys are going to jump him, and we're going to call Pigo from World Class Bullshitters so he can knock him out like they did in Stealing Solo, the comic book.
No,
Exactly.
you've got the easiest job here. All you have to do is reverse your van up, open the back doors, let a couple of little wiener dogs loose as he's coming out of the backstage, and you go, oh, look, wieners. And as soon as he goes to them,
yeah, straight in, clonk, back on the head, wakes up.
All of a sudden, Frank goes from being white to all green. He hulks up. He's like,
yeah, wakes up in the washroom.
And he goes from 8 inches tall to 9 inches tall.
You got him all changed up and he's naked. He's like, "What'd you do to me?"
The thing is, you're going to see Frank now, and he's just going to be missing things. To be perfectly honest, 2 things. So is it going to be scary? Sorry, Frank. I don't mean to be mean, but you know,
he's over there napping.
Yeah,
he'll give you hell later.
he'll pee on something.
He'll just look at you next time and be like, "Yeah, I smelled you earlier." Mm-hmm.
He always gives nice little looks, you know. Yeah. Thanks, Frank. Yep. He's just a little bit less Frank than he used to be. Sorry, Frank. Just being honest.
Didn't stop him though, boy. Lizzie's in heat, so she's down here now. Boy,
I noticed. Yeah, I noticed
trying to hump.
Yeah.
He's still trying to hump her
there. Yeah, he's still there doing the Austin Powers. Oh, baby. Yeah,
luckily, they're laying down and they're quiet, but eventually you'll hear it, and I'll be able to be like, "Yeah, that's Frank. Yep, he's trying again." I know that's what he's trying.
As long as he gets his, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna be born.
Just thinking there, instead of taking your weight, take the toy of the thing from Fantastic Four, and then when you go up to him and ask him to sign it, and he says, "That's not me," just go, "Sorry, wrong line."
Isn't it? You got to stop. You
didn't say the thing.
I do have a Hulk issue number 1. I don't know what year it is, but I am really thinking about having him sign that one, even though it's
cool.
not him. But I really kind of want him to sign the weight. That way, I'd have something in the gym that's signed by one of the bodybuilders I always looked up to. Lou and Arnold, and the competition that those guys always had. And I mean, I want to take my mom to see him so she can tell him the story because, I can tell him the story, but I think if it came from my mom, it'd be funny. But as a little kid, when that was playing on TV, Bigsby's eyes would change and I'd go hide behind the couch and I'd watch as he turned into the Hulk and shit. And it's just a little story, it's nothing fucking ecstatic, but I think it'd be funny if my mom could tell him. And then like for me, he's always been an influence.
He's like, you don't remember me, but about 40 years ago, you and I met
You made me shit my pants as I was hiding behind the couch because you turned from human to this green thing. And,
you see, you have 2 choices here. You can, since you're taking your mom, just have him sign her. Or remember, if that line is going to be like an hour, maybe an hour and a half long, and you're carrying that weight, by the time you get to him, you're just going to be like, "Fuck, sign it. Take this fucking thing."
I brought you a present.
Now, what would be something if your mom whipped out a boob and said, "Can you sign this, please?"
My mom would just snatch him up and put him in the car. Like she'd be like, "Oh, you're the Hulk. Now let me show you something." Now go dig up that tree. No, she put his ass to work. Oh, look, good. We got trees that need cut down. Get in the back 40 and get to work.
I've got a list of chores for you a mile long. You ain't leaving till they've been done.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't sound anything like his mum, but
have you any copies of King of Queens?
Yeah,
because remember he was in it, so you could probably take one of them. It'd be easier than the fucking weight.
Oh, who said anything about easy? Remember, I walked in with a fucking Highlander Claymore. Last time. That's sitting right next to me and got signed by Adrian Paul. Like, I don't go easy, dude. I go all out. If you're gonna go with a smile, baby. Go
when I hear Claymore, I think of the Claymore mine.
Well, if you're going to go out, take the fucking barbell and all the fucking weights and go in and your fucking shoulders.
I'm gonna try to get him at the gym. I want him to autograph the Hulk that's on the wall, but I'm not taking that bitch off the wall. But I'm gonna try to get him to actually come and get a picture of him in my gym. That would be awesome. And if he doesn't, I'll just take a picture and put him there. So either way, he's gonna be in my gym, one way or another.
I'm sorry, Adam, but you said you said you go all out. If you don't want to take the picture off the wall, just take the whole fucking wall.
I like how he said he was going to make the whole
£45 dumb bar, whatever weight to the wall, because that's really practical.
So we're talking about this here, DL. Like I didn't fuck around. I went full, baby. I took the entire
and in the country he lives in, he's carrying that around. So
I was signed by Adrian Paul, which with my lighting is not going to work, and the amount of room I have to wiggle around. Adrian Paul signed it.
It took him a few attempts to get through the metal detector, but he was fine.
I was.
You must see my fillings.
He's like, sorry, it's my ass balls,
No, I walked straight up with this. Like I hadn't even had the ticket yet. I didn't buy ticket. I found out
funny,
about
but
it.
I just can't bend that leg.
I found out about it last minute, so then I was like, because I've got all the VHS tapes, because it's got the scene. I got like 4 seasons of that from the Highlander TV show. Magazines and shit. I've already got an autographed photo of him with COA that I paid like $20 for decades ago to hang on the wall and whatnot. So getting to meet him, and then the fact that again, Flash Gordon was there, Sam was there. I was like, oh my! So like 2 people I'd always looked up to at this one small piss ass event in Indiana, northern, like here by me. It's so small, but it's beautiful because the man that made this happen, Alan Stewart, he's the one that runs the Hall of Heroes Comic Book Museum, and he's the one that brought that here to us, where these people that otherwise I would never see unless I'm in Chicago, San Francisco, or, out of my way. I've got 5 minutes up the road. And it's like, okay, cool. And again, when I see that the original Captain America is going to be there along with the original Hulk, Lou Ferrigno too, I'm like, man, all we need is Thor and Spider-Man, and we've got our 70s Avengers that we all grew up with, watching the movies and shit on TV. So, yeah. And when it came to Lou, like, I don't have a bunch of, like, him and Arnold or anything, any of that kind of shit. But I do like the weights. That's the one thing. And I do love working out. And that's the first thing that popped in my mind was, I don't think a lot of people have probably done that, but I'm gonna walk in there with the biggest weight I have, with it's 35 pounds. Yeah, that big ass, and I'm just gonna walk.
It shows dedication.
I don't have the pussy handle ones. No. It's solid weight, dude. It's a solid plate.
It shows dedication. You're gonna go there and say, "Look at this. Can you sign it, please?"
Now, are they going to have the original Doctor Strange from that movie from the 70s that was on TV?
Did anyone watch
the only
that?
2 people that are there right now is just Captain America and the Hulk.
Yeah, Autumn
they're still announcing people, but that would be cool if they're still alive.
No, Autumn walks up after waiting an hour in fucking line, slips and knocks out fucking poor Lou's front teeth with a weight.
And it turns Hulk's out and just beats the living shit out of him.
So much like you, nerd. These guys are all geeks and nerds too.
No,
They're like they took the Claymore and they put it off to the side, So like the weight, like if I go in, because I know the owner, I'll be like, look, I want Lou to sign it. I mean, I'll probably won't even do it at the convention. I'll probably do it when they're doing the show at the show where at the Hall of Heroes, because he brings the guests in and gives them private tours. So I'm just going to message and be like, look, I really want Lou to sign a weight. I will bring it to the convention, but I would much rather not if I don't have to.
Yeah.
So I'm going to reach out to Alan first and foremost, but I will stand there with a 35-pound fucking weight. And I'll set that bitch down and stand. I'll set it down. There won't be anybody in front of me because that weight will be in front of me. I'll be like, and then I'll pick it up and move it and stand there and wait.
This is bad, but walks up with Lou. Would you?
It would be a miracle if I don't break down crying like Peabody, though, because it's one of those. He's one of those people that just is throughout your in my life anyway, always influenced. You know, the fact that he was different, he was deaf, and all that shit, and you know, 84 becoming diabetic, man. Everybody was. I was different. Nobody wanted to hang around or do. Just a few people, and it was just one of those things. At 9, let's see, so 10 or 11, then being told you're not going to live to be 21 and shit. And it's just like, well, and had that shit not happened, I guarantee you, I'm sure I would have made better decisions and done more, not been 47 before I got in really good shape and really said, fuck it, I need to, you know, be an adult now. But Lou was always one of those people. You'd see him and Arnold working out and, you know, pumping iron movies and the competitions and all that shit. And I'm sorry, you would see the brotherhood and them busting ass, and man, it was just awesome. And here he was deaf, you know, he was, or partially deaf. And, you know, they didn't treat him any different. Yeah, he was, but he understood he was picked on. So for me, yeah, he is an influential person. It is awesome to see him still going and in great shape. And yeah, I'm honored to be able to meet it. I mean, like, this is fucking huge for me because he is one of those on the top of the list, as Adrian Paul was. As you know, again, Flash Gordon, that's one of the first superhero things, you know, the serials and all that stuff, man. Into the movie even, and then, you know, we moved forward, you know, of course we had Star Wars and everything, but again, that was still in that 80s time frame of important movie, at least for me. So Hercules, you know, Lou is Hercules. Shit, I love that.
That was a shitty movie, but yeah.
If you're talking to I can't remember his name, but Flash, right? Just go up and whisper him in the ear. The oiled up Birdman, yeah, right?
Oh yeah, but no, I mean, it's like, it's gonna be fun, and it's one of those like karma. Everybody talks about karma and all this and that, and a lot of times it seems like that shit don't happen, but slowly but surely shit happens to certain people that really deserved it, and it makes me laugh. But in this case, it was like a positive thing. Like out of nowhere, Adrian Paul was going to be there, and then now, like, out of nowhere, Lou's going to be there, and I'm like, in a place is like 5 minutes up the road. If it's at the same place, it's literally 5 minutes down the road. So I'm like, hell's yeah, you know, I'm ecstatic. Like, I haven't been excited since last year's event, which was a year ago's event that they redid, you know, because of the beer bug. So yeah, but no, I mean, it's just really cool, and I don't have to go to a big city or anything. He's in this little shit town, so yeah, for me, I'm happy. Thank you, Alan, for doing this again. And I told him last year, you know, you're the man that are making dreams come true. And he knows enough. You know, me and him talk, you know, time to time. So, and I thank him, you know, different than everybody that made it last week for the first time. Walton showed up, and, you know, we had Brutal Morningwood. Again, he got to come and play with us again since the last stream got taken down. Janet from Another Planet came on and just like fucking mercilessly fucking flirted and beat the shit out of every single one of us without fucking even shedding a tear or raising an arm. Like, that woman rocked, and I appreciate it. So, you know, me being old school, I Twittered them back or whatever, or DM'd them and said, hey, thank you so much for coming on and hanging out with us. So, what up, Jesse? But yeah, dude. Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing, dude. I'm gonna try getting him on the channel. You bet your ass I'm going to. So yeah, man. But it's just really interesting that, you know, out of all the places in the world, he's gonna end up here. And I was just like, holy shit. And I didn't find out till yesterday, and I've been ecstatic ever since. So yeah. You know, don't worry, nerd. I'm sure by the time you send me that cloth that's soaked in something to knock him out, it'll get here safely. Depending on how many you know, of the tracking agents first.
Well, on the upside, 75 countries have now dropped all the restrictions of COVID. The majority of them because, you know, elections are coming up. But
yeah, so
hopefully when America drops them, I can rob someone and fly over to your little town and actually meet fucking somebody, you know.
Right. Well, the best part is, you know, I got that 3 acre of woods, so we'll just put you out in the woods and you'll feel like you're at home.
Yeah, and they'll never find me.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. I'm getting a banjo vibe there.
Oh, no.
Well, there's a cabin over there, but we don't ever go to it. We don't ever see the guy that lives there. Just stay away.
Oh, the cabin in the woods?
Yes. Yes. Pretty much.
No, you see, Autumn will think this is a great idea till he wakes up one morning, I'm gone, and so are his guns.
Bloody Irish, they're always nicking guns, allegedly.
Right. No.
And then I'll be like, I don't know the crazy Irish guy. Never met him before.
The thing is, he's done a house tour once for me of his guns, and it was like going through an armory and a museum. It's like, there's one there. You'll never find them all.
No.
It's like a Pokemon. You never get them all. Never. Not at all.
Sorry,
Just
I just use my
alone, though.
Until Nerd shows up with a huge magnet.
He's got a huge Hoover going. Woo!
He's got a huge magnet. He just turns on the magnet, and the whole house breaks apart, and all the guns come flying out.
No, it's all right, Mr. Peter.
Also, the knives come flying out, so you got to
don't forget the swords and the knives and shit, dude. Because
to find them all, I'll just channel my inner Java. You know.
Oh,
you just better be careful though, because there are certain grenades that are not live and some that are. So with that magnet, you might accidentally pull the pin of the wrong grenade. Just saying.
I'll be pulling the fucking pins. I don't give a shit.
But yeah. No, dude, I don't know. I'm just really happy. It's been really good. Thursday, I got to jump on with Etep, Wokuian, the place to be reviews for the member stream, and then after that, I was watching the show and I was talking with DL, spending time with him because tomorrow is a certain special day for a certain somebody, and I'm kind of excited.
Right. Yeah, tomorrow, Deranged gets circumcised. Yeah,
again.
Well, better than what he dealt with today. For sure.
Enjoyed it so much the first time. I'm doing it again.
Exactly. But no, I mean, it's cool though. Our elder's gonna have another B day, and I know they're kind of working on something, and at some point we'll know exactly everything. But yeah, it's good. I'm happy that you're another year stuck with us because, well,
it's better than the alternative.
Well, we could be in prison picking up the soap. So yeah, this is a better alternative, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, in prison, don't have to pay taxes.
But you
3
dropped
meals
the
a
soap
day,
willingly. That's
free gym
and entertainment. Actually, yeah. What the fuck am I? Let's go knock a granny over right now.
And let's be honest, this is not the American prisons. Like over here, I mean,
England, they have it fucking peachy. I mean, I used to work in a call center, and we could see the prison in Cardiff from like one of our top floors. They're playing football, walking around outside, having a lot of fun. It's Oxford prison. But they were having fun.
It's the first time since I've known Brent that I've wanted to punch him, but for a second there, he said he was in a call center.
I've worked in 2 call centers.
Oh, you need to get
the names away because that would be advertising. But I worked for a major energy distributor, and I also worked as director inquiries for.
Were you incoming or outgoing?
I was house moving.
Right. You're one of the cons who called up and annoyed me.
When you're moving, and we try and sell you stuff, basically. But it was a major energy distributor, basically.
Yeah, you need hit for that, yeah. Sorry.
That's fine. You can send me a punch in the face. You know my fucking address.
You need a
much as I like you, Brent,
to move your stuff.
I'm just saying, if there's anybody out there watching this who works in a call center, congratulations, you are a cunt. And you deserve everything that comes to you.
And I helped you find a taxi or a curry house in night because I work for Director Inquiries. So fuck you. I redeemed myself by giving you the number.
One punch then. 1 punch instead of 2.
Okay, right. I'll get 1 punch. Wow, 1 punch, man. Great. You know where I live. Send me it. I'm ready.
Send me the punch.
It's better than what he normally sends, which is a transit van full of Semtex or C4. So,
He opens the package and his hand comes out and just
literally a hand will come out. Boom! Oh yeah, I deserve that. Yeah, we'll see.
Oh yeah.
Oh dear.
But I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's been a good. I haven't had any hiccups, Peabody. So this is day 3. So I am feeling better for that for sure. Yeah, man, it's just been funny. Like I said, kind of had that feeling and everything worked out for you as well. And DL's having a birthday. And again, everything you were saying pre-stream, dude, like, I'm glad you did go do that. Cause you're people need to start learning. They need to start trusting their feelings again. Cause they don't seem to understand that you really do. DL in your situation, and look, you were right, Peabody, same with you. You and I have been talking about that off air and whatnot, and it's like, okay, cool. But yeah.
Yeah, the last time I trusted my feelings, they called it kidnapping.
You know,
yeah, now we're talking about
feelings
kidnapping.
are
And yeah,
felony.
Jesse, exactly. I always text it to you.
You
bro.
just
It's- yeah.
take one kid and they think it's some kind of federal crime. Like,
You know, you sniff one and they just call you a sniffer. What the poor sniffle up with this.
I'm just saying, if I lived in America and everybody going on about all the immigrants, like if I lived in America, I could have like 7 or 18 slaves by now, you know?
What century do you live in?
Right.
They're illegal.
and
They
plus-
don't exist. It's not breaking the law.
And plus, in America, if you sniff people, you become president.
You become president. Yeah, you become Biden. Well done. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, dear. Oh,
No, I mean, for me, it's been a good week. What go around? What have you been up to, nerd? I mean, anything cool going on in the old Ireland?
Good and bad. One, we lost a family pet this week, so that was a bit of a sucky thing. But on the upside, I actually topped 8 miles today, so
respect.
that's something.
Absolutely.
My legs weren't very happy with me, but
No, your legs are going, I'm going to hurt you even more. You think it hurts now?
When I wake up tomorrow morning after laying in bed still all night, the stiffness will just be. That's going to be fun.
Do you wake up in the night with cramps? When you've
I haven't had a cramp yet, funnily enough.
No, fucking
For the last, I don't know how long I've been working out, but since I started, I've never had a cramp.
I assume you're cutting down on salt and things like that.
That's how bad his nervous system is. It hasn't even caught up with him yet.
In 4 years' time, it'd be like standing in line for a bus and it'd be like,
all of a sudden it'll hit him. It's
cramps from 2021. Oh, God.
No, I'll tell you, I go through my daily diet. It's roughly what this is, right? Up in the morning, an orange. Start the episode healthy. Do my workout, and at dinner time, 2 pieces of toast. Then nothing again until the evening meal, which would usually be rice or a bit of chicken, at least a vegetable or 2 vegetables at least, but not a big portion, a small plate. And then for a treat, I give myself one small, the way you get a packet of breakaways, or Brent will probably know what I mean.
Give
yourself an enema.
Yeah,
one of those, and that's my entire day's food.
Well, we said this last week. You look good, so you're not getting another comment this week. Compliment, whatever. There's not a lot of salt in that.
Because you look like you lost weight or something like that. So they were complimenting you last week. Yeah,
we did compliment him last week, and that's all he's getting. So
the toast has been $2 million that they know of, Jesse.
It's all right. Give me another month, and I should be able to show you this. I was about to say 6-pack, a pack and a half, maybe, not a full 6, but maybe at least one rung, So
I get it. Well, it's like Jesse when he said something the last time when he was talking about me being skinny, because I not only did I lose weight, but I lost muscle when I got sick. I lost about 20 pounds total between weight and muscle. But again, I also lost a lot of weight because when I first, because this has been actually about a solid year now in between the 2 times I got sick when I first started working out on your birthday. So when you figure out the time frames that I didn't work out to now, it has been at least a year. And then from when I started to now, I've dropped. I'm down to 205, which isn't bad, but it's just I did lose muscle. But now a lot of the muscle that I built that I lost is starting to come back again because the side of the arms is starting to pop now. And I'm like, okay, where it was already doing it before, but when I got sick and then lost the water weight and everything else and wasn't working out for at least 6 weeks in between on and on. So, overall, but for a year, I'm down to 205. I was
show the guns. Come on, show the guns.
I was usually like
come on, show them.
235. Yeah, baby. But no,
come on, hold them up a bit longer. Come on, let's see. Come on.
It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun working out, and I've never been a workout guy. Like, I'd always do like you're out doing work on the yard and the lands and shit. And I'm doing the same. So that's usually been that was my pre-workouts and stuff, and then walking 3 miles and all that kind of shit. So that was it. But when I actually introduced the weights, and then when you start actually toning, and then it's like, oh shit, and then everything starts popping. And I shared the workout link with you guys because it was kind of funny. I started off with just a normal slow workout like I normally do, but I turned it into a heavy workout and got a good pump on and had that heart rate going, and the neck veins are just pulsing with blood, and I'm just breathing and then at the end of it, I throw the weights down and shit. And I'm like, yeah,
are you talking about
47,
sex or what?
So
sex doesn't last that long, DL. So it must have been a workout.
I was gonna say.
Well, it's only about a 40-minute workout, and then after that, I took Peabody for a walk. We went and walked a mile, and then I came back home, and then we streamed Wednesday. So that was the hour and a half pre-streaming on Wednesday. I got my workout in, but it felt really good. I'm like, okay. And through the smaller workouts I've been doing, as I've not felt good, and as I started feeling better, and the workout improved, and I felt better. So I'm hoping that's got my shit, finally done. But it's been a lot of fun doing it. And again, I'm not doing this for a competition. I'm just trying to get in better shape, because the older I get, I don't need to be just, fat and lazy. So it's the only thing I can think of. But I've enjoyed it. And I wish I would have done it years ago, but I'm doing it now when it's important.
You've tickled someone's fancy, because they say that sounds very erotic.
Yes. Even finds that.
Well, you see, unlike Adam here, once I get down to a good size, I'm thinking of all the years it'll take me to put the weight back on again, and all the lovely meals I'm going to have.
Oh, here we go. So all the MREs, all the fucking sweets, yeah. So
you're dropping the weight so that later on you've got room to put the back on.
Yes, basically every 5 years, put it all on, take it all off, put it all off.
5-year plan. I did the same thing. I've gone from 12.5 to 16 stone. I'm a fatty again. I've lost muscle tone things because I spent the past 3 months on a weight bridge just tapping on the computer all day. So I'm itching to get back on the weight bridge, start lifting some stuff and lose some weight.
Hey guys, I got an announcement to make.
Go on.
The Queen died.
Oh no!
No!
Again?
That's breaking news. That's breaking news.
Queen of Hearts.
That's what Mr. Peabody's been saying. He said every morning they have a special announcement. The Queen has died, and he's like, well, how many damn days is gonna die?
Well, I'm just thinking if the Queen died, it's probably some fucking guy from San Francisco,
Yeah, the Queen of San Francisco has died.
What I was mentioning is, you guys have already heard this, but every morning you say it comes on the news. It says breaking news: the Queen's dead. It's like, well, how many times can you fucking die?
Well, that's because you people have short-term memories in the colonies, so we have to remind you every 5 minutes.
Well, Adam can agree with you, because I always forget what I've said to him, and I just repeat everything.
This is true.
I'm working on the day of the funeral, and I'm actually quite glad, because it means I don't have to watch on TV. Sorry.
Are you digging the hole?
No, I'm not. No, I've done cemetery work, but I'm not digging her hole. No,
not this time.
Actually. Yeah, I'm working on Monday anyway, so I'm going to miss it. To be perfect.
I'd have thought all the councils would have been fucking off. They're making it.
We've still got people doing stuff, so I still have to be there to weigh them on, weigh them off. So I volunteered anyway.
Don't get me wrong. I've got all the respect in the world, but it's like when they come on every morning with breaking news saying she's dead, it's like, really? Again?
Like I said, it's the colonies.
And I told you guys this. It took them a week and a half to get over Olivia Newton-John. It's going to take them months to get over the Queen.
No, I would say this will be the end of the royal family. No one wants them now. She was the last old school.
It's tourism. It's tourism. The royals. Half of them are German anyway. We all know what they're like. And
again, are still. Yeah.
Exactly. Don't tell Cub. Yep.
Yeah.
Fucking. And it's just tourism. So, does Charles have the charisma to, keep him going? I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
We shall see.
Because everybody wants to stand in front of the Queen's guards and get a photo taken.
Yeah. Lindsay, if you're free, I did Twitter.
Good morning, Wood. Obviously heard you talking about him, because Brutal's in the chat. Evening, Brutal.
Yeah. He's going to try to jump on with us if he can. He's always happy to come and play with us, and I'm always happy. And again, Lindsay, it's been Twittered to you, my dear. Check your Twitter.
I'm sorry, Adam. I don't want anybody called Brutal Morningwood coming anywhere.
Oh,
But
he's
you had
funny as
brutal.
fuck.
You were you know. Oh, that's right. Nerd wasn't with us when we got shut down, was he?
No, but Brutal
That was
Morning
it.
Wood is funny as
That was the
fuck.
one.
So you've
Oh,
got
yeah.
to have the Brutal Morning Wood. There's nothing
Brent,
like.
did you not get the double entendre?
Oh yeah.
Yes,
I
I
didn't
did. That's
want
why I
someone
just
call-
gave you one back.
Mind you,
tap your
remember.
desk as much as you want, sir.
It's the
That's right.
internet. It's missing things.
It's stop hitting the desk. It's got the Millennium Falcon on it.
Oh, he's the one with the Millennium Falcon. Well, I'll be right now.
Right. Yes. But no, I mean, again, good people. We always have fun here, and that's the whole thing, man. It's fun. We come on, we talk, we banter. There's tons of shit that we can talk about and have fun, and why not? You know, it's all you hear is doom and gloom. It's bad enough turning on the news every morning and hearing that the Queen died, so now you feel like you're living in Groundhog fucking Day.
Doom and
Like,
gloom.
did I hear
I
that?
didn't
Yeah.
even- I didn't even know
The
she
who?
was sick.
Queen of what? Queen of Spades.
Queen of Hearts.
Oh
Right.
no, I am upset. Yeah, so tourism isn't going to be the same because do you really want a guy who talks to plants? Is that going to sell the country?
No, he's just a fucking...
I don't
As
know.
I said, they're
Well-
done. It's over. I mean, until Prince William, if they get higher up in the thing, people will probably come back for them. But
You
fucking
don't think he's like his dad, virtually 95?
Charles and Harry are fucking out of it. No one fucking wants them.
Well, Harry and Meghan, no. Yeah, you know, it's just
They
like...
can fuck right
Megan's
off back
a
to
cunt.
America.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
you-
even you guys don't fucking want her, and we sure as hell don't.
We don't
so-
want her.
You've got them. Hey, look, ownership is 9/10 of the
No,
law. You
no.
get to keep them. They're yours.
No,
They're your
you
problem.
heard it, you keep it.
No, they're there with you. You get to keep it.
No, it was yours to begin with, so back over the fence. Fuck off. You keep it.
No. We don't want them.
We don't
Yeah,
fucking
no.
want them either. I mean,
Well,
good God, that would have been treason back in the 30s.
It's all right. Well, we have two options left. If we don't want them and America doesn't want them, it's either send them to France or behead them.
Oh, can we have beheading?
I
Can
was
we have
thinking
beheading?
Middle
I go for
East.
beheading.
I
Beheadings
was
for
thinking Middle East. I like to send people to the
$200
Middle
for
East.
beheadings, Alex.
Well, thank goodness he didn't say send them to Australia.
Oh, yeah, we could have done that.
yeah.
Send them to the colonies.
there.
No.
No.
Yeah, but it wouldn't
We
be
don't want 'em.
exciting there, you know.
No,
Well, I
we'd be sitting here with a big bat and just push them up. It's like, you coming in? No, you're going out.
I know where we can send them. Canada. There. Everybody hits Canada these
Oh, yep,
days.
yep.
They
Doesn't
do
go to
pretty
Canada.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cheap for
Blame
filming, but
Canada.
everyone hates
Blame
Canadians
Canada.
nowadays. Yeah.
Yep.
It's all like from Celine Dion onwards, basically. She really
Well, what-
screwed Canada over.
I would say it since the fella in blackface took over, you know.
Oh, Trudeau? Justin Trudeau? Yeah,
Yeah.
but Celine was way before Justin because he was just a fucking minor.
Yeah, but
speck
we
on
could
there.
turn her off, so.
Yes, I wish we could.
She's been turning me off for years.
True. Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
did you guys know that China's on fire? I did not.
Which
China
part?
O'Brien.
Because it's
Uh,
quite a big
yeah,
country,
they have-
so I don't think
yeah.
all of it's on fire.
Is
No,
it
the
one of their
telecom.
coal mines?
The
Is
funny
it?
thing is, part of their country is flooding, and the other part is on fire. It's
So what they
Oh,
wanna
I'm
do is
talking
tilt
about.
the
Yeah, I'll
earth
show you what I'm
to
talking
the
about. I
pretty
just
bit.
clicked on the Twitter because I was
What's
sending
the
out.
When's Superman when you
No,
need
but
him?
I'm talking about the same thing. I'm talking about China. Like part of the country's on fire, and the other part's flooding. So
No, I'm not talking about China. I'm talking about this here. In
Whoa,
China.
whoa. Brutal Morning Wood, the plan of changing nappies, no, that doesn't count. If you're with her when she feels it, you have to change it. You don't pass it on to someone else just because you've been playing with them. That's not how it works. You just made those rules up on your own. That is not how it works.
well,
Trust me.
I mean, let's face it. That's not a bushfire. That's a building.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say, but you kept talking. I was like, no,
Okay,
it's.
sorry.
I was trying to read right here
China
now. China
Telecom's
Telecom.
56-foot skyscraper burned for over 20 minutes. It said 35 tons of fuel for service was stored there.
Yeah. So that's
Well, I don't want to point any. I don't really want to point this out so quickly since it's happening. But who the fuck keeps the fuel inside the building?
The Chinese people, because otherwise the Chinese peasants nick it. Basically. The locals nick it.
Yeah, fucking Jawas explains your fucking height. Fucking spy for China.
That's so
Fucking Jawa.
racist. That is just so racist. I'm not going to go Jerry Lewis. No, I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not going to do that.
He wears special glasses to make his eyes look round.
Yeah, I don't have those special glasses. I'm not going to wear them. So, you know. Oh, dear. Breakfast at Tiffany's. Oh, there you go. Anywho.
Well, yeah.
I don't know where to go now with that. I will address the chat. What have we got going on? You got stuck with the baby a lot, but, you know, it happens. I'm sorry. It's not yours. You give it back. You don't smell like puke and shit every day. Trust me. When you have a kid...
That's why I never had one, so I could always hand them back.
Right.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, trust me. When you have them 24/7, you get no sleep, and they sleep in the same bed, and they kick you in the night, and you're covered in shit and puke when you go to work every morning. And when you plan to go out for an evening meal, hey, nannies,
like
like we can afford that.
That's the funny thing. I used to go to work and then get covered in shit and puke.
Yeah, you got at work. That was part of your.
So you get paid for it. I have to fucking pay for it. I got to pay for the diapers and the washing machine and everything else. Send them to school. No,
right.
I
got the raw end of the deal there.
The only place I got covered in shit was in a hide factory, if you know what that is.
Tan hide.
Yeah, all the hides
like a tanning place.
Animals.
Yeah, a tannery, if you want to say it that way.
Yeah, I said tanned hides. Yeah.
And you come in usually on a skip, and they dump the skip out into the floors covered in blood and shit. And in winter, all the cows have shit on them. So when you're lifting the fucking hide to trim it and then wet and stuff, it's fucking lovely.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Needless to say, I understood why there was a shower in the building.
And it wasn't a request. You must shower after.
Yeah, you must shower before you leave this building. Yeah.
The sheep weren't too bad either. The skins weren't too bad, but
they weren't too bad.
Yeah,
someone
that joke would work, but you have to remember we only got the actual skins. We never actually got the sheep. Yeah. Although
they were already
the sheep didn't make it. They didn't make it. Yeah, got the skins.
They were already used by the Germans.
The damn Scottish got to them before.
They were being enjoyed with minced sauce.
No.
The best way to play a tag is with a bull's ball. If you ever saw the size of
it. Bull's ball. I bet it's like a fucking rock, that thing.
Yeah, it's not.
I've never really grabbed a bull's ball, but I'm sure it's quite heavy.
Well, let's just say there's other things in this. There's other things in the skip, like your bones, horns, balls, and sometimes guts and shit. You know, they just dump it all in. And
so the first thing you do is start throwing them around and play with them.
It sounds like a psycho's fucking funhouse.
At every job, you had to find a way to.
You got to find the joy. You got to find the joy in every job. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to do something, because like. When you're walking around in blood all day, like,
look, everyone, this heart's still beating. Look, it's still beating. No.
Let's see how much it hurts when a bull's ball hits you in the side of the face.
Yeah, I don't think.
Why not? It's a scientific question.
It's not one of those scientific questions you really ask every day.
And plus, you need to repeat the results.
Of course, yeah.
Every day they come in and they get hit the side of the head with a fucking.
So does it hurt more on the right or the left? Well, it used to hurt more on the left, but now I don't feel anything there.
Well, back before I didn't have a broken jaw, I could answer the question.
Science can be fun, but also painful.
You got to do it, man. You got to do it for your fellow man.
Although I did learn how to properly sharpen a knife, so yeah, that was nice. Because it's
you can go to chef school for that. You do realize
Branty has I thought he had froze. Oh, he has froze. Oh, right. Or he's a very quizzical look on his face.
Well, No, I'm just saying you can go to college to learn to sharpen a knife. You don't have to fucking,
Yeah, but
school.
the tannery job didn't cost me an arm and a leg.
Right.
So-
Well, yeah, okay. Well, back in my day when I wanted to pay for it, would have cost me, but I did get it for free, technically. I didn't need it by then, but
Okay.
still, it's one of those useless qualifications. I can always say, I'm qualified. I could do this. Great.
Yeah, that back when you used to have a list of shit you could do because it mattered, and nowadays it's just
And
like,
now
are
it
you
doesn't
illegal?
fucking-
No, get out.
All you got to do is say, I'm LGBTQI Heinz 57. I come from fucking over there, behind the border, and they'll give me a job and loads of money. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, think about America. You don't have to come here legally. What are you two insane? You just come across the border. They just
Don't
love
be
having
silly.
illegals.
It's the land of opportunity for everyone
Well,
who comes in now.
That's
not
interesting
American.
because
They're all
I just read today that all the Democrats in Martha's Vineyard have kicked out the illegals. Yes, they've sent-
Have they? Because they're too close to home. That's why.
They've sent them to, I think, it's not Norrie, but it's a. What do you call your weekend warriors? The
the National Guard.
National Guard compound or some fucking thing. So they're all been shipped out. So the good old Democrats, who are always telling people you're racist. Who's racist now, fuckers?
Da, 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 da. Tossers.
Right. Jesse's got a good
When
question.
they get too close to home, they kick the fuckers out. That's why.
Jesse does have a decent question here, and my answer is no, because see, 9/11 brought Americans together. That would be giving Trump a win and giving him credit that he brought Americans together, even though the shit that happened as well. So yeah, I'm gonna say no. Because they want you to hate that man for absolutely no other reason than they say so.
Right. The thing is, Mar-a-Lago, they found a load of empty McDonald's wrappers, and that's all they found. They got nothing on him. Fuck off. Leave him alone. He was the best president you ever had.
But
It's
but
like this.
those empty McDonald wrappers were redacted.
Yes. Again,
It's like
peaceful
this.
transition. He left peacefully. Everything he had, he's supposed to have. They're just trying to throw anything at him to stick. And this is what pisses me off.
I'm sorry,
not a
but what
political
president?
person, but
what
I'm a person.
Since before Trump spoke to a communist leader? I'm thinking Nixon, who went to China, basically. Oh, well, so no one else has done anything. I mean, yeah, you got Reagan with Gorbachev, but that was basically coming off the boil for fucking decades. So during a hot war, whatever, during the Cold War, Nixon. Then you got Trump, who goes to fucking Korea. All the rest of his hands.
I will say this. If Republicans and actual conservatives take the House and Senate in November, they'll leave Trump alone. If the Democrats keep it, they will rig something to put Trump in jail.
Oh, yeah.
Just like they rigged the 2020 election.
They've got the
they will
FBI
rig-
in their
Yeah.
pocket, so
Yeah,
more than likely.
And the worst part is he's a civilian, people. So they could do that to anybody. Doesn't think that what's happening to Trump can't happen to you. You're a fucking idiot, because they're attacking the ex-president of the United States with all this shit. There's nothing there. They're just
And a bunch of his supporters too.
Yep. Oh yeah. Because now we're the Nazis. We watched them call him a Nazi, and now they're doing Nazi shit, but we're the bad guys.
But you've had people in power during a war that was very popular, almost like Vietnam, but everyone's forgotten about it, for money and oil. And they technically committed war crimes, and they've gotten the fucking way of it in our country and yours. Everyone brushes that under the table. Oh, they're a great president. No, they weren't. They committed war crimes. They invaded a sovereign state, which they moan about with everything else nowadays. Not to say that there's, with what's going on at the moment, that's not wrong, but it is. But then we did the same thing back in the 90s, in my opinion.
My problem is that, again, they are just attacking citizens, and I don't know how you can be a part of that party and not see that everything's gone to shit. We have not been in a better place, and they have steadily made Donald Trump the best president in history that you can remember, because they can only remember 5 minutes ago. But yeah, like Trump compared to the history. Like, he was about America. Let's make America strong again. Let's make shit right. And man, they just went completely the other way. And he's not been impeached yet after the shit he said. Fauci comes on and said there's no science behind the COVID vaccines and shit. It was all more of a political ruse to get people to fall in line. As we've all said, they took control over the world. This isn't just US. This is the world. And they did it like that. And more so than not, people dropped to their knees and just sucked that government cock and did what they said. And now you find out, look at how many people died because of said vaccine and because of the harmful effects. You were all guinea pigs. Glad I never got it. No offense to those that did. And I know you have that right. I understand as a diabetic why you would go get that.
The
because
thing
we
is,
have
yeah,
a very shitty, yeah, exactly.
But I've had the
don't
vaccine
show off
3
easy.
times, and I know people in work who haven't had the vaccine, and they're sick all the time. They get COVID. I haven't. So maybe, I don't know. But I've had 3 shots.
Yeah.
They get it. I don't. Haven't. Touch wood.
Yeah.
And my biggest problem is
right
is
now
what I
you're-
dealt with. Go ahead, Nerd.
Right now,
No,
what?
right now those
Hello?
3 shots are actually changing your DNA sequence, and one of these days you're going to wake up a girl,
Well, that's fine.
or worse, you could wake up a progressive.
Or Sheena Easton. Yeah, that is
But-
something to think
But
about.
along the lines of what Adam was talking about,
I would like to
this-
wake
this
up with
is-
Sheena Easton.
This is one thing. This is one thing I never understood. Why is a MAGA hat a racist thing? It's make America great again. How is that racist? And that they turned it into like a racist symbol. So everybody that was wearing a MAGA hat, they turned
because
on
you
them. And I
support
don't
a
understand that at all.
racist
Any-
man.
Any red hat, not even a mega hat, any red hat, even from the movies from the 80s, you are the enemy now. Like, no
That
shit.
word means nothing nowadays. It's got nothing to do with what it meant back in the time. It doesn't have anything to do with Italy, Germany, anything like that. Racism is irrelevant because they've said it so much and they say it about everything. Oh, that
Yeah.
cookie's racist. You have no fucking idea, really, do you?
Yeah.
No.
So it means nothing now. It's irrelevant.
I'm sorry,
But-
I'm sorry, Adam, but I sent you a
Illinois.
bunch of racist cookies.
Right.
Because they were red? You
Simply
son of a
put-
bitch.
Yep. Simply put, Illinois. Look at the shit in January that happens in Illinois. Assault, all these other crimes. You're not even going to get arrested for now. They're just going to give you a ticket.
Yeah, and
A
sure, in
ticket.
California, in California, you can steal up to like $900 and something worth of stuff before the
Yeah,
cops
nearly-
will
nearly
even
a
come.
grand.
Anything under
before-
$1,000.
Shoplifting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What the fuck?
So
Yeah.
you're literally breaking every rule and law that we're supposed to follow, and you wonder why we're in a world of shit. And it's just nuts. And I mean,
And
yeah,
it's
Jesse, a
all
lot of what you're saying
Democratic
too
shitholes.
is correct. Like HIV, it wasn't about treating people as animals. It was to kill all the fags, and they don't care. They meant fags, gay. They don't care. They in the 80s they wanted them eradicated. BLM wants MAGA eliminated because only BLM is good because only white people are racist in this regime that we are living in now. That is the insanity that has happened, and the motherfucker is still in office illegally. At
Adam,
least Hitler was actually voted in. Biden wasn't.
hey, Adam, the first thing they asked me when I got back in the examination room today is, do you want your COVID shot or a flu shot? And I
Neither.
said no to
Yeah.
both.
Yeah.
I actually heard someone on the radio today when I was in the car. Yeah, apparently COVID has disappeared because now it's back to the good old flu shots. You know, the flu that disappeared for 2 full fucking years,
And again, we've said it though. There's been a bad flu every year. You go back throughout history, you'll see it. This was all planned. Everything that we've all said and we're thinking about now, they're like, "Oh, you're wearing a tinfoil hat." No, look at the world we're in now and the retarded shit that's happening 24/7 that makes no sense. Let's go ahead and starve people for no reason, but bring more people in from other countries that don't have vaccines for the shit, never been vaccinated. Polio that's been cured for 50 years. Now's coming back, and all this other shit from people that were never vaccinated that shouldn't fucking be here in the first place. So, yeah, I just don't get it, man.
Yeah,
It
I
just
hear you,
doesn't.
man.
When the world just explode and a dragon come out of the center of the fucking earth and it be over already, I'd be okay with that.
But
at this point.
but now smallpox is coming back, and they're calling it monkeypox. It's like
Exactly. Thank you, people. Yes, exactly. It's just there's just so much that's going on. I did the flu shot twice in my life and got fucking sick because of it, and then got the actual flu that was out there. If it cured the flu, sure, but they're never going to cure the flu. Doesn't it? Okay, if a cure existed, they would never give it to us because they want us to spend all the money on the FDA shit and over-the-counter shit to get better.
Well,
So, that's how I roll with it.
If they cure anything, then they don't get any money for research into the cure.
Exactly.
That's
And once
right.
it's gone, we can't, diabetes, could they cure it? Probably, but they make billions and trillions of dollars off of us for the insulin, the blood strips, fucking high cholesterol.
Can I
all the
throw
extra
something out there?
shit
Who's
the
to
doctor-
say one of these babies that wasn't aborted or all these years wasn't one of them that might have had a cure for cancer or something?
We've always said that. It could be the person who invents the longest lasting light bulb, fast and light travel. But their argument is, well, no, they're just, they don't exist. It
Well,
doesn't-
somebody else will do it. Well, how do you know?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It could have been the next Einstein who solves EM2. Sorry,
but on the
you-
other side of that argument is there also could have been the guy who created faster than light travel and the guy who burned the world to a crisp.
Well, we've already had him, nearly. So, I don't think we're going to get too many more of him.
But like as I've said for years, to get back to Adam's earlier point, there will never be a cure for anything because there's no money in cures.
No, it's
It's not
pharmaceuticals.
simple.
I've said this years ago, that pharmaceutical companies make money off people's misery, and they
So
don't
fact
need to
check
cure it.
that, YouTube.
With the middle finger. Absolutely.
Yeah, because you know damn well. But go ahead and fact check that, because nothing we're saying is wrong, bitch. So yeah, man, I'm tired of the bullshit with, you can't say anything, and then we, like the last time we got attacked for no reason, thanks Tim Pool, prick. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, but no, they won't.
You
They
still
won't
blaming
cure it.
him.
And that's just it. They could have the cure for cancer and all kinds of shit, but we escaped the kings and the queens and all that bullshit for history, yet only to be ran by a fucking president that's a dictator that makes you get shots that you don't need and do shit you don't need to do. Are we really that much better off? No, we're all still the fucking same. I don't care what anybody says. We're all the same.
We're all stuck in a corporate society. Yeah. So
You fought a war of independence about paying taxes, and who's fucking paying taxes now?
Yes, brother. Thank you. Exactly. And they
It's
turned
just history repeating. We've got bread and circuses, keep the people entertained, keep them under control of the powerful elite, who aren't necessarily the people in power, but the people behind who have all the power. We don't know who they are. These aren't our world leaders. They're just fucking people in the background just going, yeah, make them do this, make them do that. Running around
I
the
don't
wheel.
care about humanity and that whole race thing,
No,
Brent. I
fuck
am
that.
so tired of fucking race. Okay, you assholes want to have a billion genders and all this other retarded shit that makes no sense. Okay, we're gonna fucking give it to you.
Because it
And
sells
you'll still
t-shirts.
fuck shit
That's
up.
why it makes them more money. They don't give a fuck about the race. It makes them money. Money and power. That's all the world's ever interested in.
Keeping us at bay, though, at each other's throats, constantly fighting over race, political bullshit, keeps humanity from rising up and taking these motherfuckers down in the first place, well, as they should be. They don't work for us. Who's locked in their houses and couldn't leave their house and had to get a fucking shot to get groceries? Yeah, that would be Mr. Peabody, because Perth was a bunch of bullshit. But then again, we heard that from other areas you guys have, around the world as well. You hear it, and you don't really know till it happens to somebody you know. When it happened to Mr. Peabody, exactly. I've been worried out of my mind for him for months because we didn't know. Look, if the vaccine made him have a schedule of being an upside down fountain and shit, great. Then it would have fucking had a reason to happen, because at least Peabody would no longer be a constant fountain off a schedule. But that's not the case. It did nothing. COVID is still here. The flu is here. We made jokes about Australia going, don't forget the flu shot along with your COVID shot, even though with a flu shot you test positive for COVID, as we mentioned back at the beginning of all of this shit. But facts don't matter when you're in an insane asylum and the world is said asylum and you're loose to do as you freely want to. 400 criminals being released to do whatever they want. You don't think bad shit's going to happen in Chicago?
Yeah.
I don't mind admitting that I was wrong about a lot of this shit, because what you're told, you think you're going to believe, because they're your fucking government. You vote for them. I was wrong. Fine. I still got the jabs because I have no immune system, and I think it's helped me. Yes, has it changed my DNA? I don't mind the forked tail, to be perfectly honest. I live with it.
The forked tail.
It doesn't bother
He's
me.
just happy
I
because
can
he
manage.
grew a little. He's no
Sometimes
longer-
in the
He's got the
supermarket,
glutes and hooves
I pick them
now.
up and I say,
Oh, 'cause,
sorry,
you know,
I got the skirts, and
You know,
it's
when
great.
I'm
It's
having
not
a
mine
bit
of
of
its
trouble
own.
standing up, the forked tail helps me stand up. You know?
Yeah. You know,
Yeah, I
go
think
to-
the fork-
go-
Glutes and hooves and everything.
Yeah.
Made him a
No,
little
not
less
clothes
height
and hooves.
challenge,
No, I
you
don't have
know?
those yet.
Oh, that's what the weather's
Yeah.
like up here.
I made mistakes over this stuff because you think the government's telling you the truth, but unfortunately,
Oh,
they're just being dicks as normal.
Well, I have a less complicated life. I just accept that the government is constantly lying and never tells the truth and live my life by that.
even if
Yeah.
they told the truth, you wouldn't believe them anyway.
No.
'cause
Well, no,
they
you
tell
wouldn't.
so many
If you were
lies.
on fire and you could feel the heat, and they say you're on fire, mate, you go, hey, you're a politician.
You're
Fuck
a
off."
liar.
I'll wait till I feel the fucking burn. Then I'll put myself out.
You know, usually it's the hair I smell first because, you know, I'm a hairy cunt. So, yeah, there you go. You know, it's like, ooh, burnt hair. Oh, my.
It takes me a bit longer, Adam.
Adam knows this, but like a few weeks ago, they actually released the adjusted numbers for COVID problems.
Yeah, in Australia.
And they said, 134 people died of COVID, but the people that actually died of COVID was less than 10% of those people.
Yeah, because
Well,
once
like-
you take out the factors of, like, you know, long-term illnesses and stuff, and
Yeah,
anything they
exactly.
might have, you know.
What's up, OG?
Well, we had a
But-
guy here in town die of a car wreck, and that's what killed him. But then they on his death certificate they put COVID,
'Cause
and
they
his
got
daughter was suing the hospital for, you know, falsifying
death.
the records. And his
But you're right, dude. Like DL, you're not. That happened. Like there were people that died of motorcycle. George Floyd had COVID. Just saying, y'all motherfuckers keep forgetting that shit too. It's like he even tested positive. That's why he couldn't breathe. It had nothing to do with the cop because what the cop did, the dude could still breathe. So the dude OD'd because he's a piece of shit. You know, that's what happens when you do fentanyl. You know, don't do fentanyl. It's bad for you. Fentos, the death maker. But no, dude, we could see it happen. They're always pushing race. And now it's illegal to be white, it seems. And only white people can be racist. But yet they want segregation from the whites, but yet they wanted to be part of the whites 50, 60 years ago. Insanity.
they want the whites' money.
I think it was Merle Haggard that was singing it best. You know, they want our milk and honey, but that's it. They want it to go back to their world, but with our milk and honey. And
Well,
fuck, you know.
You can go even simpler than that, but like you get black artists out there, and they put filters on their video clips to make them look more white.
Wow.
Or sparkly.
But I mean, look, it's 2022. We need to get off this shit and we need to focus as a civilization and as humanity. Your race doesn't matter. Look, if you're going to be a ghetto piece of shit, fine, then go live in Chicago. You know what? There was a map I shared on Twitter. It's like Chicago, or Illinois, California, like all those places can be blue and part of Canada, but the real America is still like Indiana, Texas, like the real red state. It's like y'all be blue and leave us alone, and we'll be fine.
Well, you know what? If Illinois is so great, how come Obama moved out of there and is
Because it's a complete shithole, as every Democrat ran city is. But unfortunately, it's
That's
not just Democrat and Republican. They're the purple people eaters that we all heard about as children.
Yeah, that's why the Chicago Bears are wanting to move out of Chicago because it's a shithole.
Oh, it's only gotten worse. Yeah. I mean, even during the Obama term, that whole change Obama talked about, this is the change Obama talked about that we're living in or in the Biden era. I don't like this change. I wasn't a fan of it when he was in office talking about it. And then here now we're living it, and I don't see a way out. Not a peaceful one. Not at all. I think almost everybody in government needs to be rounded up and eliminated, or sent to Guantanamo Bay or whatever, because they didn't do nothing for us, the American people. And it doesn't matter if you're a Democrat or a Republican. Doesn't matter. The parties are not working for us. They're working for them and their agendas. and that shit ain't right. You know, it's literally, I swear, and I'm not religious, but it feels like the Antichrist and shit. And I understand people call Trump the Antichrist, but this shit with Biden, I'm sorry, I wasn't worried about Trump pushing a nuke button. I sure as shit am worried about him handing it to the fucking Chinese government or one of their people that are in our states and government. You know, I am not fucking happy about this shit at all because there's no sanity in the world. None.
Every government has been corrupt since the dawn of time. They start off with the best of intentions, and then something happens. Someone gives them some money to give them a deal to get the house through and all this sort of stuff. And it's happened since antiquity. Every government becomes corrupt. You start off thinking, I'm going to change this. I'm going to break the system. And you end up being just the same as a system. It's always going to be the same. It always has been the same. But what is the alternative to a government? You need some sort of person in rule to take over from the jobs you don't want to do. But unfortunately, they get mired in all the bullshit and red tape. It's always going to be this way. There's never.
I think Obama's pulling the strings, and because he didn't want to give up power.
I've called it his third term. Joe ain't doing shit. He's just running on that whole. And it doesn't matter. It's the playbook, right? Like he's got the Obama playbook, and he's running shit. But even Trump, when Trump did shit that was in the Obama book, they booed him and called him a racist. But when Obama did it, it was okay. That's how fucked up these people are. Like you give them what they want, and they're still it's like, good Lord.
It's never enough. If you offend them and you apologize, apologies never
apologize.
Never
apologize. It's bread and circuses. It's always the same. Give the people what they want, even if you're doing something behind their back.
Yeah.
It always
like, I'm American Irish. The actual Irishman is underneath me here. Giggity. But no, I mean, you know,
on his knees.
we've got a Brit over here. We've got an Aussie over there, you know, down under. So, I mean, like, you know, we've got a little bit of everybody here. But, yeah, I've always said, like, you know, I've got Irish heritage and whatnot. But, I'm American Irish because I was born fucking here. I'm a mutt. You know, that's how I am. And then we get Nerd. Like, I've always been excited to have Nerd with us because, you know, he's actually in Ireland. So it's like, man, that's great to actually have somebody that lives there. Same with you, Brent, having you from the UK and Peabody from, you know, down under. Like, I enjoy these kind of streams with people from different areas because then we all can talk and people can hear us all talking and we're all saying a lot of the same shit. Yes, Jesse.
But if you go back through my heritage, I'm English and Irish. So we're all connected, my friends. We're all connected.
That's right. And you're still 120 pound skinny twat, but we still.
I'm sorry, Mr. Peabody, but I'm not going to be connected with someone who put a desert on a fucking island.
All right. Well,
all you had to do.
But you sent us here. You sent us here.
You could have had a nice wee oasis, but now you just let it go to shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You have some great things, Kylie Minogue, Neighbours, Mad Max. And you've just let it all go since then, to be perfectly honest. What's the last great thing that Australia has done for the world? Come on, you know.
Tim Tams.
Visiting.
Tim Tams. Tim Tams. Answer is Tim Tams.
I don't know what a Tim Tam is.
You're going to get some because I'm getting some from Peabody, and I'm going to be sending you
if
some.
you want to go with that kind of question, then you can ask yourself, what's the last great thing that England did for anybody? The Queen died.
What's the last great thing we did for anybody? Leave you alone?
Oh, come on.
No.
Oh, come on.
No, hang on. No, I will stick up for my friend from the Isles here. Yes. The British give the Australians a country free of charge.
You're welcome.
They give America a country with a bit of aggressive haggling.
You're welcome.
Where do you get off on this free of charge thing?
What do you mean free of charge? We haven't fucking taxed you, have we? So
Did we
you're
charge
welcome.
you for the boat trips?
Yeah.
You know.
We're part of the Commonwealth. We do get taxed by.
Do you remember during World War II
UK.
when you guys invented the Bob Semple tank and we sent you something decent? You're welcome. So, you know.
So when y'all going to switch to a Central Standard Time?
But then Australia created the Abrams tank.
Technically, yes. And
yes.
But
so thank you.
But chop and armor we invented, so you're welcome as well.
And y'all invented Foster's too.
Oh God, not that piss. You know
No,
what?
exactly. The
Named
UK
for it,
invented
the
phosphorus.
joke.
We didn't.
That's Australians' piss. Transport back
In a
to
bottle.
colonies to make us drink their piss.
Yes.
Well,
It's
the other
Victoria,
day,
isn't it? That's
Janet
decent.
couldn't ever understand Mr. Peabody. She's
Oh,
like,
it
"What
was
are you
funny as
saying?"
fuck. Yeah.
She
I
says-
love Janet from Another Planet. She helped make that stream so much fun.
She's like,
Yeah.
she's asked if he was, where was New Zealand?
Yeah, you from New Zealand? So allegedly, another day I saw this and I saved it just because, before Twitter Nazis take it down. I thought that was kind of funky. I was like, well, it's not gonna work. But yeah, that apparently was in one of your papers there, Mr. Peabody, the other day.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise anybody.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure if I pick up a newspaper tomorrow, it's going to say breaking news. The Queen died again.
That's the typeface you have. Breaking news.
No, I'm
Sorry,
going to
that's
break
terrible.
Mr. Peabody. I'm going to call up the local paper where he lives, and I'm going to say instead of putting the Queen there, just put Paul Hogan's dead and see Peabody lose it.
Really
That
lose
would
their
be
shit.
National
Yeah.
Day of Mourning. Yeah, that would be.
Now, Adam, I sent you something on Messenger. I was going to post it on Facebook, but they wouldn't let me.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. Let me pull it up. I will pull it up, brother. I mean, what's the worst thing they're gonna do? Shut us down again? So I got 3 fucking channels for a reason. Granted, I mean, we had a pretty decent turnout for the birthday stream. I was happy that it did work, and yeah, we do get more hits here. But again, it's not really just about hits. It's about us having fun, as it's always been.
And yeah, Adam, what time is the birthday stream? As in my time?
I don't know. It would be an hour behind me. They said 9, so it'd be 10
Okay.
a.m. your time.
What do we
So
come back
basically
tomorrow?
next week.
Yeah, for tomorrow.
Yeah,
for
it's my
weeks
Central
ago.
Mine, and
Next week.
yeah.
No, because I mean, Adam knows because at the moment I'm pretty sure he's exactly 12 hours behind, so he
Yeah.
knows what time to tell me.
Well, hang on. I will just check here because I have a thing called
That's
the
not it.
internet.
The internet.
Well, I think at the moment England is roughly 7 hours behind. I don't know about Ireland.
Well, here it comes up now. Right. So, if it will hurry up and load them up. Yeah,
Are
well.
you in? I've got your address, but I can't be asked it. Let's have a look. Yeah, mine's taking a while as well. For fuck's sake.
Right. Well,
BBC.
currently in
Right. Which
Australia,
part of Australia are you?
left or right in Australia?
Left. I'm West Australia.
Yeah, they wouldn't let
well,
me post
is
that
it
this morning.
Is it 317 there? Is it?
Yes.
Right, 317, and Adam lives over
So it's
here.
AWST. All right, AWST
317.
317. All right, I got it.
It's
Perfect.
3:17 p.m. here, where it's 3:17 a.m. with
Oh
Peabody.
yeah, but that's 12 hours difference between Adam and Mr. Peabody.
Yes, sir.
yeah.
That's what we told you.
Well, it's
But-
always good to be
But
correct.
when he has, it only changes when he has daylight savings. Yeah.
Yeah, because like when that daylight savings, it fucks up everybody's. Like it fucks up all our timelines until we finally, reemerge back
and-
to 5 and 12 hours, 6 hours.
You
and-
guys
Yeah,
have
it's not
daylight
easy,
saving
that's what it
time in America.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
thought that was just a British and Australian thing.
No.
No, that's
You have
just
daylight
it.
saving
It's
time
like-
as well.
They've
We
been
have-
talking about doing
we-
away with it for several years, and they still
We have
we-
been
we-
for decades about.
We haven't had daylight savings in Western Australia for years because we said in a referendum we didn't want it, and now they're talking about giving us another referendum to see if we want it back. It's like no, we
It
don't
doesn't
want
make
it
you
back.
know.
I used to go to school and it used to be pitch black. So daylight saving means nothing. And really, it was back in a time when there weren't a lot of street lamps and things like that. So it doesn't matter
Yeah.
anymore.
Well, no, because you know that with daylight savings, your couch fades faster. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I'm thinking more of just saving children on their way to school. But okay, your couch fades faster. That's more
So-
important.
So we had not had daylight savings till April of 06. So most of my growing up, like we didn't have that shit, and I never had like people in the state in Michigan. If you worked in Michigan, they had it, so you had to adjust your time, which sucked. But like Indiana didn't ever have it, and then all of a sudden now from 06 we've had it. So from 06 I've been going, this is the most retarded dumb shit that we shouldn't have. And then he was, it's for the farmers. And the farmers go, no, this does a cow doesn't tell time like we do, yo. Like the sun is up and down the same amount of time.
Well,
for
no,
a cow.
because it's not the sun; it's to do with the gravitational pull. But with us, it was to try and save children going to school in the morning because of street lights, things like that. Lack
It's
of.
for the
That was
children.
why it was brought in.
That's what they told you. It was to program you to listen. I swear,
Yeah,
I don't trust.
I wasn't
any
around
history.
when they brought it in,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you know, it's been around
just
for quite
think-
a while.
Just think if we had got rid of daylight saving time for between 1990 and 2010, we wouldn't be in the mess we are now. I'm just
Probably
saying.
not. Yeah.
All those fucking wanky kids would be dead. Just saying.
Yes, Lindsay. It's
They would
very
be run over. Yeah. Well, there weren't so many cars on the road back in the day when I was a kid anyway. If you saw a car, it'd be like, oh, a car. I'm not talking 1920s, but, sort of like 1970s, 1980s. Cars were a rare thing. People didn't own two cars unless they were like the Queen. So
Ben Franklin. Didn't he get struck by lightning?
Well, he was trying to, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I thought he was just trying to commit suicide. It didn't work.
Well,
Then he
no
created
wonder.
electricity.
No wonder he got hit by lightning. He came up with daylight savings. Yeah.
If you're going to try and get hit by something like lightning or a bullet or something like that, it may happen.
No, you see, all you people think Ben Franklin was a scientist. He wasn't. He was a fucking pisshead. He was drunk one night. What's his lads?
I bet you £5, 5 English Queen pounds, that I will not be struck by lightning.
But I actually said this to Adam like over a year ago. It's like, I didn't even realise that you got the time zone in Western Australia, you got the time zone in Eastern Australia, but Lethal Lightning, he's in Adelaide. He's like, 2/3 away across the country, and he's got a different time frame. I didn't realise there was 3 different time frames.
I remember when you learned that. That was a funny day because you were like, "Oh shit, I didn't even know that." When we were talking,
I didn't know that. It's like because I know when the eastern states have got daylight savings times, they're 3 hours ahead. When they don't have daylight savings, they're 2 hours ahead. And then I found out that Adelaide was an hour and a half ahead. It's like, what?
Lethal is a very old friend of the show. I remember Lethal back before he had 500 subs, and Frank was pushing everybody to sub to Lethal Lightning so that at 500 he would get his blue wrench. So yeah, I've been a fan and known Lethal for a long time. He is a good kid, and yeah, I always wish him the best. And I try to catch his stuff when I can't. But yeah, Lethal is a good dude. I actually still got stuff here I was supposed to send him, but then he moved, and then we just kind of hadn't reconnected on the D Live, or Discord. But yeah, I mean, yeah, another good dude. Always had fun with Lethal too, because it was great. As we were saying the other day, last night on This Week in BS, we're like, nah, man, he's Tasmanian. He's not Australian. He's a Tassie.
Well, because I brought that up because he talks like a Tasmanian. He's got a Tasmanian accent.
Yep.
Well, does he go?
It's close.
No,
there's no 3. It's always a tree.
Yeah.
A tree. I like that.
Yeah. They drop letters in the language.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, but just like you Brits, I've never had any problems understanding you. Like even like some people can't understand Jens, and I have no problem. I could understand Jez even when he was drunk. Ralphie was the trick. Because Ralphie was already buzzed, and then he just would get so shit-faced. Language. Or if you're Irish, that's where the vowels come. I-E-I-O-U. Sometimes why? But
that's
yeah,
very Scottish. That's not very Irish. That's more like Scottish, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, that was more Scottish. Yeah.
Well, when an Irishman gets drunk, they sound Scottish.
That is an insult. Sorry, Nerd, you had to hear that.
He's not.
I'm right fucking here.
Yeah, he's right there. He's the creepy guy in the corner in the
He's
dark.
not listening. He's pulling the Raquel today. He's just not listening. He's there, but he's not listening.
He's
Yeah.
looking at some
Right
Ivan
fucking
Auction's finishing. He's not checking the chat. Ivan Auction's about to finish, or he's watching the latest episode of, I don't know.
He's like, I'm right here. Don't think I'm not here. I'm alive.
Hi, laddie.
Pardon me.
Well,
Right.
at
Hey, look at
least
the bright
we haven't
side.
all changed our
you-
names and our look to be like, Prince and just be a P here.
No, well,
Big old
No, I'm not.
but I have to say,
boring
the,
letter
the other guys have better teeth than I do.
PP.
Yeah, I don't want to just be a letter. God damn it!
Well, how about
Well,
being
as
a
I said,
number?
before I came in here, it
I
gave
am
me
not
the
a
option-
number. I am a man.
But before I
Free
came
man,
in here, it
sorry
gave me
about
the
that.
option. I actually put the picture up, and then when I came through, it put me back to a P. I'm just a P.
You're just a Mr. P.
I'm just a P, just only
A
a
P.
P.
without a pod. I'm just.
Well,
Yeah, well,
I'm
that's
just
it, guys.
a-
We
I'm
can be,
only a
we can be
Bill.
peas in a pod. Yeah, we can all be peas.
no, we're not. in
And,
the
and
same
since you're
pod.
upside down, though, because you're from Australia, I guess you're a B.
You're
not a
Mr.
P.
B. You're Mr. B.
No,
Just a
well,
B.
If you flip the P, it's going to be a D.
Yes,
I was
actually.
just
Yeah.
referring
So
to
he's
that you're
Mr.
our
D.
boy.
Doddy.
We'll call you
Mr.
Mr.
D. Doddy. Hello, Mr. D. Doddy. Howdy. Dogs are giving it large.
Well, because this is really what it is. Because when you do this, I mean, come on, if you don't see this and you can't figure out that that's a pair of testicles and a schlong, then, I don't know what's wrong with you. But yeah, there you go. So, wow.
You slong.
There's a schlong.
Shalom.
know,
Fun with
yeah.
letter.
Y'all were warned at the beginning. He's, hangs around with some nuts. So, yep.
Mhm.
Apart from Frank, who doesn't hang around with nuts anymore. Sorry,
No.
Frank. That's the second time I've pissed you off tonight.
Yeah, poor guy. He's just like,
He's definitely pissing in my parcel for Christmas. That's all I can say.
I'm missing my dingleberries.
right?
Roasting chestnuts on the. Oh, I wouldn't do that. This year.
Roasting- that's just cruel. It's like,
Yeah, I know. That's the first time I pissed in it. I'm going to get a doogie in my fucking parcel for Christmas. With love from Frank, you bastard. There you go.
He'd be like, what is this? I don't know. Frank said it, dude. I mean,
Yeah, I'm not gonna
it's no worse than the last
Eat
time he
it,
got a
'cause it
hold
looks
of
too
my
much like
credit
a
card.
poo. It's a Yuletide log. Exactly.
Yeah, we didn't
but
say
yeah,
a log for eating. Yeah.
but I can say that the parcel that's on the way to Adam has no nuts in it at all.
Well, no, because you're still in Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it'll be fun. I didn't get a text yet, so I'm sure it's still floating around from California to here.
Because
World
yeah, you
tour.
guys, we've talked about it before, but it's like when we've sent packages back and forwards, it always does laps around Indiana before it actually gets to Adam, and when he sent packages out, it did laps around Indiana before it actually sent anywhere near me.
It goes south. It goes 3 hours south to go an hour and a half north into Chicago. What the
Which
fuck
makes
sense does that
perfect
make?
sense to me,
Yeah.
of course.
So yeah, that's why our USPS and why we're being charged up the ass, because these assholes don't even have any common sense.
Because
gonna
there's
pick
some
it
guy
up-
in the van going, woohoo, I'm going to
Yep.
go this way, motherfucker.
Yeah,
You're going to pick it up in northern Indiana, almost on the Michigan line, and drive all the way 3 hours to the middle of the state to turn around and take that motherfucker all the way back to Illinois. It takes me an hour and a half to 2 hours to drive to.
But I think the longest package took over 2 months to get to me.
Well, but it takes 3 days to do an hour and a half drive.
Yeah. God
But
bless
yeah,
postal
he sent me
service
something.
of our
It took
own
over 2 months to get here. It's like but we were worried about it because it's like, where the fuck is this package?
There's the painting. That was the painting I did, and it was a one
Yeah.
of a kind that James Clark, the artist, did. And then because that was the COVID time frame. But the worst part was I sent it off, and what was it? About 3 days later, the shit with the them not unloading the boats was going
Yeah,
on.
no, they stopped unloading the boats. Yeah,
Like 2 or 3 days after I mailed this fucking thing out, like that's the big news story. And he's like, now I'm really worried. Like 2 months later, like it just went a month sabbatical. Like they scanned it and it just disappeared off the fucking planet, dude. Like it was nowhere to be found. So I filed the claim, and a day before I would have got money back on the claim, it got scanned in Chicago from the twats that were inspecting it.
Sweet
Custom.
home Chicago.
Yeah. But remember, we had riots the last time. Like, he was sending something to me, and we're like, I hope it doesn't go through Chicago. The riots were happening. I'm like, well, that package will be gone. It goes to California. They're driving Amazon trains.
I
I
remember that. I remember that.
Shit?
I hope it doesn't go through Chicago.
A few bullet holes and a little bit cringed with, burning, but it's fine. Bit of tear gas doesn't matter.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Yeah, well, there's your package. It's a bit singed on the outside, but it should be fine.
Don't mind the blood. It's no one you know. No one important.
Yeah. But I mean, even throughout history, people would do shit they weren't supposed to do and they were punished. Now you can do whatever you want and not be punished. So I'm just like, wait a minute.
Oh, I'm
Time
pretty
out.
certain
Welcome
because
to
I
Bizarro
simply of this
world.
ethnicity, if I went out tomorrow and I started doing crime, I would be punished. Trust me.
Well,
Oh, so would I.
That's
You're not
because
the
you're
right
white.
color.
Yes.
you're
Well,
not
I
the
didn't
right
want to. I didn't want to, say it. I didn't want to.
You
Oh,
better
I'll
say
say
it.
it.
I
I
better
mean,
say
no,
you're
no,
white.
White.
My white privilege.
Yeah. Where is that white privilege? I've
Where's
never
the
seen
card?
any.
I left it in my Gucci jeans. So
I got a white
my
privilege
card
card,
out
but
later.
it's never done me any favors.
I was like,
Oh yeah, you're the one with it, aren't you? You little
Sure,
sod, yeah.
sure, I'm breaking the law, but I've got white privilege, man. It's like,
Yeah. Why can't you let me off, officer? I mean, he's still barely alive. Come on, I'm white. Come on. It's dirty.
Barely. Yeah.
But yeah.
can't you just spank me a bit and send me on my way?
A spanking?
No, you
A
probably like
spanking?
that.
No, you see, the last time I used
spanking.
my white privilege card, I was decorating the trees.
With urine.
I don't think anybody got it.
I was thinking
No.
bodies, but yeah,
No.
just like
Urine.
when he said that, I was thinking about
That's the way I used to
mouse
decorate trees.
ears. Yeah. Decorating the shit trees.
yeah.
I wanted the trees to look like they had snow on them.
I wanted my trees to be very festive with a lot of color.
Oh dear, are we talking the other end? Oh dear, that is decorating the trees, isn't it? At least you got leaves to wipe your bum with, I guess.
Just get him to bend over and yank the handle and poof, decorate the tree.
Oh shit.
Good lord. We've gone into toilet humor land here.
He's got a big arrow pointing to his dick and it says "pull here." Yeah.
Rub it and watch what happens. There won't be a genie, though.
Oh, you might get something white coming out, but there ain't no genie. Surprise!
Cool.
Oh,
That's why they hate all shit. We just figured it out.
But if
We
you
know why
yank,
feminism is what it is. It's
but
the
if
white
you yank the
stuff.
handle, it comes out the other end. It's like,
Yep.
The white stuff. Well, the
white
other
stuff.
mayonnaise.
That's
the other
why
mayonnaise.
The other
feminism
mayonnaise,
hates men and they hate white because of the white stuff. They
Because
just
it's
don't
too
like the white
salty,
stuff.
I guess.
They're just jealous of our dicks. That's all.
but you got to aim a bit better because if they say they want it on the side, you got to aim better.
I mean, there's plenty to go around. Just fucking put where you want, love. Just grab it and fucking put it there. Whatever.
Right. This is true too. Yes.
So that jealousy. Okay. Yeah. The green-eyed devil, the worst thing.
You white devil, you big old slong.
I can solve this whole argument. It's like this to everybody at home, especially the left-wing progressive people. If all white people in America were racist, there would literally be no black people left.
No colored people. Yes. Thank you.
I'm
Did you just say to all the left-wing people who are listening, there isn't any left-wing people listening. They're all on Twitter going, I'm mad about this. I'm mad about
I'm
that.
mad as hell.
Without even reading it. I'm mad as hell. What?
Oh yeah.
Twitter.
Autumn's mad as hell as well, but unfortunately he has a cure for it, which
There's
he's
a
smoking
certain-
right now.
There's a certain type of madness which is worth
Smoke
having.
weed every day.
And that's called common sense, unfortunately, nowadays. So I don't mind those sort of people. It's the ones who don't
True.
that fuck me up.
That's what I'm going to share. Oh, there it is. Okay. So yeah, and Lindsay did share this in the chat. So everybody in the chat, you can click on that and see what we're fixing to show you. No, that's DL's picture. Oopsie.
Which one? The one where he's on the pedalo? Or?
Yeah, it's DL's picture. But this is what she was. This is what she's talking about. So I wanted to go ahead and then people can.
Vinnieart,
But yeah,
Facebook.
you know, again, it's because last time we get in trouble, you know. So yeah, but no, I don't mind at all. Except for now I'm stuck. There we go. That's better. Not stuck.
Well, I'm just impressed they've actually got summer homes. It's like I've got one home. That's it.
Yeah, right. I've got one too. It's not even mine.
Can we just come and give them nice clothing? Really?
They were giving them clothing and all this good shit. Yeah.
They need housing. Yes, you have 2 summer rentals.
No, it's actually funny when I was shopping with Ma, and we were in where I bought the T-shirts, the Salvation store, and this guy just walked up to us and said, "Do you want to buy a $10 ring? Do you want to buy this ring? Do you want to be?" And we said, "No, we don't want to buy your ring." It's like $10. It's turquoise. It's like, I don't give a fuck if it's turquoise. Who the fuck are you?
Right.
Don't tell them where that ring came from.
Can I have salted popcorn, Lindsay?
But no, it's like, but I actually learned a bit further down the track that he wasn't firing on all cylinders.
Right.
I kind of guessed that when you're in a charity shop and they're going, "Do you want to buy something?" Well, that's why I'm here, but not from you, mate, because you don't work here. Piss off.
Lindsay likes those chocolate salty balls.
No, I want salted popcorn. I like salted popcorn.
Oh, that ain't all you like.
She's passing out popcorn.
I was thinking
and
of your.
He likes to lick all the salt off before he eats the popcorn.
It's got to have the salt and the butter so that the
I
butter's
like
dripping
salted
off your
popcorn.
fingers and shit.
No, not the butter. No, I don't. I'm not interested in butter. No, just salted popcorn. I'm happy with that. That's why I have every time I go to the cinema anyway. So.
Brent's scared of that white stuff too, but it's butter.
Just when you said butter, the way you said it,
Butter.
I was thinking, is his Tasmanian as well?
It could be Afrikaans. You never know. You could be saying butter Afrikaans. You never know.
I like to run naked through the
run naked
Serengeti like a
street?
springbok. Yeah.
Dear. Let the neighborhood down. You know you do. You've got to be more civilized, like us.
Let's just say,
I don't know about you
Brent
guys, but have you guys seen District 9? It's like the guy's accent in that was just fantastic, you know?
That's his real voice.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
but-
he's from fucking South Africa, you know.
I know, but it's like I just love his accent though. It's like
What's
it's
the
so
one where
funny.
he's like?
I love Mr. Peabody's compliment at the guy. Hey, I know you're from South Africa, but you have a great accent for being from
the
South
best
Africa.
South African accent.
Yeah.
The best South African accent I've ever heard. Where are you from?
South Africa.
Well, apparently I'm from New Zealand.
What's his name?
Thank you, Peabody. I was setting it up for you, so thank you.
Yeah.
Marco Shorty or something like that. It's like what's her face from Fury, Charlize Theron. She's from South Africa.
Yeah.
She's called Theron, but her actual name is Theron. So.
I just got a
Yeah,
notification.
and the first thing the white liberal did was get the fuck out of a country of black people.
Netflix is now hiring.
Fucking racist.
I don't know. I don't know what her political motivations are. I
can tell you because there was an article not too long ago. I think it was last year sometime, and she was fucking complaining that no man wants to date her because they'd have to raise her kids, which she didn't even have. She adopted them. So she was pissed off that she can't find a man who would take
Well, that's
on
not
two
racism.
fucking...
That's just she has a really fucked up idea about.
Yes, that's called being a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, she's great at acting. Don't mean to say she's a nice person. I mean, Jesus Christ, look at most of the actors from fucking Bing Crosby all the way up. They've all been bastards. So,
well, let's be honest. Back in those days, they were all fucking alcoholics. So, like,
alcoholics, wife beaters, drug addicts, thieves. Not naming any names.
Mob,
corrupt people. Yeah, basically, work for the mob. Yes, thank you. Yeah. Not naming any names. Frank Sinatra. Yeah, basically.
Dean Martin.
Yeah, well, the Brat Pack recently.
Yeah,
basically.
the Brat Pack, yeah.
Yeah. You haven't really had... I think Tom Hardy is quite legit. I think he wears his life on his sleeve, and he admits his mistakes and things like that. Alcoholism, things like that. So I think he's a bit more grounded than other people.
We've all got our faults, but the fact is like back then they got away with so much more.
Yeah, even what's his face in Gladiator, Russell Crowe. He's down to earth. He has his own band. He admits, again, alcoholism.
Yeah, but it's Australia, so it doesn't count.
Well, no, because they're all what's the guy from Iron Man? What's his name? Fuck me.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
He was an alcoholic, drugs for years. His career started after he admitted it and went to rehab.
It's actually amazing that guy's still alive. He actually hit it hard.
You know who helped him? Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
But also you had the Rat Pack, and then you had the other pack, which was that included Rob Lowe, Robert Downey Jr., and
actually,
that group, the group from Say It Elmo's Fire.
Yeah, no, I was thinking you had another group just after the Rat Pack. You had Peter Falk and I forgot his name. But you had about 3 or 4 of them that used to run around.
But I think they called them the Brat Pack. The second one,
the Brat
Pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you had Peter Falk and what's his fucking name? Oh my god, he was in the Dirty Dozen, and I can't remember his name.
Yeah, that narrows it down to a dozen.
that narrows it down to quite a few people.
It does narrow it down to a dozen. I'm going to search his name now, and he was in a episode of Columbo as well. And he does a lot more.
Kojak, was it?
No.
Of stage shows.
The Dirty
acting.
Dozen was the other guy. I can't remember his name. The guy that I was born under a wandering star. That guy.
Yeah, that was Lee Marvin. John Cassavetes.
Lee Marvin, yeah.
It was John Cassavetes, and it was Peter Falk and someone else, and they used to run around. They were sort of like the second Brat Pack, to be perfectly honest. So they were quite bad in the day. Mind you, Lee Marvin could fucking drink as well. So yeah, that's who I was thinking of.
But that movie where he actually sang that song, it was funny that what he did was people would come in with their gold, and the gold would fall through the floor. So he actually dug underneath the gold place and scooped up all the ground.
Are you talking about Paint Your Wagons?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Paint Your Wagon. Yeah.
That was a shit movie.
Yeah. I just thought it was funny.
I enjoy. I haven't seen it for a long time, but that was a good
film. Don't bother panning for the gold. Don't bother digging for it. Just dig underneath the gold place and take all the shit that falls through the floor.
Yeah. It's like Hang 'em High films like that. It's just like I like them.
Yeah,
they've got a certain charm. They came before the commercialization period and things like that. then again, one of my favorite films is The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. So, guess I got.
So I can't find the one I was looking for with Brent and his butter, but this one's kind of close. So
I'm not talking about butter. I'm talking about salted popcorn.
No, but we got some.
You were
Here-
talking
here
about
you go, Peabody.
chocolate salty balls.
No, I was talking. No, you were. I was talking.
No,
about
you were.
chocolate.
No, you said you
I-
love them in
no.
your mouth and suck on them.
You are not the chef from South Park.
whose
Hold on, I
lipstick
got a
is
big moth trying to get into
Am
my
I?
face. I'm
You bought
trying.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Where'd you buy it at?
My lipstick?
Yeah.
I buy it from Home Depot.
So whose lipstick is that?
Mine?
You bought it?
Yeah.
Where'd you buy it at?
My lipstick?
Yeah.
I buy it from Home Depot.
So they had one where there's one asking for butter, and like I didn't save it. 'Cause I'm like, I'll never be able to use
I
it.
don't have butter on my popcorn. I just have salt, for fuck's sake.
No, but then you start talking about butter, and I'm like, oh
I
Jesus,
didn't
I
talk
need
about
that clip
butter,
because it sounded
yeah.
just like how you said it at first. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I've been frantically searching for it. I'm like, well, shit.
I
Ba-
never
ba-
mentioned
butter,
butter. I
ba-
said I
butter.
like salt. Lindsay said, I'm getting the popcorn. I said, I like salted popcorn. That's it. That's all I said. And now it's gone. I like butter on my popcorn. No, I don't. I just like salt.
Butter.
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 Because I come from the West Country, it's called butter.
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 Yep. Tasmanian. Yep.
I'm not fucking Tasmanian. I'm from the West Country.
You are
Partially,
now.
right? Yeah, you is
Butter.
now. You know.
C. Thomas Howe. Christ, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Oh,
Is he
see
still
Thomas
around?
Howell. Yeah, he is. He was actually. I actually watched a couple of series, and he's in both of them. But he's still around.
Bloody hell.
And of course,
Molly
one
Ringwald,
of his
though.
classic movies is Soul Man. Soul Man was fantastic.
Yeah, that's a good film. But today, it would never be
That
made.
was funny.
Never be
Oh,
made.
you
No,
could
it wouldn't
not
be
make
made
that
today.
movie
They can't do it
nowadays.
today.
Nope.
Unless it was Justin Trudeau's life story. Just saying.
That's his
Yeah.
life partner you're talking about.
Oh dear, the world has gone mad.
Mad,
Oh, it has.
mad, I say.
Wow. I used to enjoy being the maddest person in the room, but nowadays they're fucking madder than.
now they're just coming out of the woodwork.
Now you're the most sane.
I'm seeing that.
Yeah.
Now I look like a fucking boring person just in the corner going, yeah.
Now it's like we thought we were mad, but the shit we see is just insane. It's like, whoa.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And they get away with it. That's the worst thing.
yeah,
I'd never have thought
That's
doing
the
that.
name I was looking for, Judd Nelson.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
And Emilio Estevez was in that as well. So
I think I got it on DVD somewhere, Breakfast Club.
I love the Breakfast Club. I think it's a great movie.
Yeah, I got like 3 or 4 of those sort of bratty movie. I can't be asked to look for it. I got 3 or 4 of them on DVDs. The classics, decent films. Before
and good music in them.
the
Yeah,
dark times, before the Empire.
the dark times.
Yeah, give me fairly
This
good.
is how-
music. I wouldn't say
How
good music, I'd say
democracy
fairly good.
dies.
With rapturous applause.
Now he's quoting Star Wars. It's like,
Well, they got a lot of shit right because everything's turned to shit.
No kidding.
actually, they did get a lot of stuff right. Yeah.
Hell yeah. The Outsiders was a good one. That had a good cast in it as well.
No,
So, yeah.
Outsiders had an outstanding cast. It's like all the people that were in the Outsiders.
Rob
and-
Lowe, Swayze, Ralph
Yeah,
Macchio.
Swayze,
yeah,
yep.
I mean, fuck, dude. This cast.
And once again,
Dylan, fucking, yeah. I mean,
once again, they had C. Thomas Howell, they had Ralph Macchio, and plus they had the other ones. I don't know their names, but it's like there was a big cast in that movie. Yeah.
Yep.
That movie was just full of stuff full of people that actually became bigger stars later on.
Oh,
But,
gigantic stars, yeah, definitely. But to see
but,
the early work and see how well that was in that genre that they did, oh
Yeah.
man, that movie was just spot on.
Well, I can tell you that we had to read the book and we had to watch the movie when I was in high school. It was just classic. Yeah.
How did the movie compare to the book?
It was actually not too bad. It was actually pretty close.
Yeah, I never thought that it was too far off. Like you can read the book. Like if you enjoyed the movie, you'll enjoy the book. There's not like a massive amount of difference.
Yeah,
You know, as movies to books go, there's always going to be a little bit or something missing. But
I'll tell you what,
I don't remember. It's been a long time, but I don't remember it. I love the book and I love the movie. I don't remember like what we deal with today.
I tell you what, the book Forrest Gump, the movie was better actually than the book. As far as
Would
I'm
it not be
concerned.
based off a screenplay though? That book.
Yeah, more than likely.
But I can tell you stuff that does not translate well. Is if you read Stephen King and then you see the movies, that does not translate all that well.
Are we going Stephen King again? I'm not a huge fan of Stephen King. I'm sorry.
No, he's just saying the books versus the movie. And I mean,
I know,
that's
but
I just with anything. Though.
I just
There's a lot of that.
Yeah, I'm just not a Stephen King fan. Never have been, never will be.
Well, you're a Jawa.
I'd rather watch the film than fucking read the book, to be perfectly honest.
No, I was just saying between the book and the movies, yeah.
Oh yeah, his books. Yeah, a lot of times people. That's what I've heard too. Especially
Just like
if they've read
Jezza
the
said, when he was on cocaine, he did some of his best work, but when he got off it, he was shit. You know. So my ex-brother-in-law loves Stephen King. I just find him.
Actually, there's only one movie I can think of that actually comes pretty close, and that's Misery.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's still more graphic in the book, but
yeah,
again, it's a book, right? Like that's the whole point. You're reading it, so and when the words translate, and then when you do it on film, you lose something. There's no matter how you do it, you're gonna lose something.
Well, the fact is, what Stephen King actually does with his books is you're actually in the person's mind, so they give it. So he's actually telling you their thoughts, but of course you can't translate that. You can't translate the thoughts.
I think the problem is so many different directors. Rather than having a set person try and do the vision, who understands it, they did the same thing with Hellraiser. They went from what the purity was to being so many different fucking things. Franchise. They ruined it. And with Stephen King,
Hellraiser didn't make it. Yeah, it's like
with their own visions.
No, two original Hellraiser movies.
Yeah, the first two are fantastic.
Yeah,
but everything after that is just curry night. Have a few beers up to a certain point, then you're just like, "Fuck, why am I watching this crap?"
And whilst I'm at it, whilst you're hating what I'm saying, no,
I'm sort of
also the other book to the movie, I'd say Cujo was pretty close.
Oh,
how's the movie Cujo?
No, I don't know that one.
How's Dr. Sleep
that's where you had
to the movie?
It was a Saint Bernard that actually got rabies.
That one. I do know.
Yeah,
I haven't
Cujo,
seen that since I was a kid, so I can't comment because I literally have not seen it in 30, maybe plus years. Sorry.
It's been a long time.
It has been a very long time. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about
at least you remembered it.
But
Cat's Eye was a movie too. Like I never read the book, but the movie Cat's Eye was a fun movie. I remember that one from being like I enjoyed the shit out of the movie. I've never read the book though.
You want to see the movie Dr. Sleep? Now that'll fuck you up. That is creepy as hell.
I tried watching it. I got like 5 minutes into it and was just bored. So I like The Shining, sure, no problem. But this is supposed to be, and then I started watching it and I just couldn't even get through it. I was just like,
but
this
with
is
The Shining, like I said, it was a director. Fucking look who did The Shining, and it's a fantastic film.
Well, Dr. Sleep is a good movie, but it will mess you up because of what they do to the kids in the movie. Oh, shit.
But I, in the chat, I have to say, Lindsay is correct. Creep Show was fun.
Yeah.
Creep Show was a lot of fun.
And that's where Cat's Eye popped in. It's your fault.
Yeah, but Lindsay's a freak.
Yeah.
Well, I love Lindsay. She's perfect. We all
Where
love
are we?
Lindsay.
Creep Show.
There's nothing wrong with Lindsay. It's like she's right. Creep Show was a fun thing. It's like But
The original
I love
Creep
the
Show,
opening.
like Leslie
I love the
Nielsen, all that
opening
sort
of
of
Creep
stuff.
Show. We had the cartoon guy.
I love you
and it's
too,
just like,
but you're
"Oh, I'm
still
gonna
a
get
freak.
you." Like,
Yeah, you're still a freak, baby. Let your freak fly here, baby. It's
I
free.
didn't say I didn't like her. I said
No.
Lindsay, hold on. Lindsay, did you ever watch Hammer House of Horror, which is an old British TV series of horror stuff back in the late 70s, early 80s?
She wouldn't watch British shit.
Is that done by Hammer?
Hold on. They used to have floating heads and things like that. It was Hammer, one of the best horror houses in the world.
I love Hammer movies.
House of Horror. If you can watch, and not just the movies, but they had a TV show as well.
I like
And it used to scare the
everything that
shit
Hammer
out of
put out.
If
Hey,
not,
Lizzie,
she's probably
did you ever
Googling it
watch
right
Space
now.
1999?
First season,
Yes.
not the second season. Watch the first season, and then just forget about the second season. It doesn't exist.
Yeah, that
And
kind
then,
of
of
goes to
course-
shit.
And the only good thing about Blake 7 was
Whoa! I like Blake 7, so tread carefully.
the only good thing about Blake 7 was Guinness Barber.
No,
You have no idea who I'm talking about.
no,
You got no idea.
no.
The pretty blonde in Blake 7. You got no idea.
I'm not even sure what serial you're talking about.
She was in Dempsey and
Brent.
Makepeace. Guinness Barber.
Right.
Oh, her? Oh, I know her.
Pronunciation of
Right,
her
Miss
fucking
Dempsey.
name. That's
Oh,
why.
I know her. Yeah.
Dempsey and Makepeace. Oh, I remember her now.
Yeah, but she was in season 2.
Yeah, but she was the best part of the whole thing.
She wasn't. Season 1, again, exactly the same as Space 1999 when they had the original cast, not season 2 with Tarrant and
I
fucking
recently
everyone
found
else.
Space 1999 again, and it was funny because I kind of remembered the first bits and I was talking with Jezebot one time, and I'm like, dude, like I know I've seen, like I can't remember it, but like I'm watching it, and I'm like the theme, I'm like this also, I'm like, and he's like, yeah, that would have been something.
Yeah,
you
season
watched.
1 was sort of like science-y and plausible. Season 2 was Americanized. Sorry, I don't mean any offense.
No, it's
but
all right.
Americanized.
It's all right.
It's all
Hey, look,
right.
I love Shameless, but I know Shameless more from the American version than the.
But like
the
Mr.
British
P
one.
just said about Blake 7, season 1 of Blake 7, fantastic. Then when they go into fucking after they fight Star 1, it gets stupid. And they got Tarrant in, and they've got your Dempsey Makepeace blonde bint in it, and it's not worth watching, to be perfectly honest. Season 1, great. It's like UFO. I've got every season of UFO, only 2 seasons, but it starts to get silly after the first season.
I love that. I've got every season. There's only 2 seasons.
There's only 2 seasons, and it starts to get silly after the first season. Yeah, I've got 2 seasons.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, but how many shows have been ruined? The first season is fantastic, and the second season just flops.
Yeah, and then look how many have been cancelled way before their time. Firefly! After the first season.
Yeah, one season. yeah.
Did I just hear a snort from our Irish corner?
No,
Maybe.
I didn't say a thing. That came from.
I heard a snort.
Aussie.
Firefly was a damn good
It came
series.
from the Aussie. I love
No,
it.
Space
I didn't
Hold on.
snort.
Space Above and Beyond. First season. Cancelled.
Oh, yeah.
Another good bloody show that was rushed to the ending. Had Arlie Ermy in it, for fuck's sake. Anything with him in is great. We are Marine Navy. I can't do his accent. Marine
Maggots.
Aviators.
And you
Just,
know,
just
that
saying, you want good
I
sci-fi.
haven't watched a single episode of Doctor Who. Not a single episode.
I
Nothing.
saw
And
that
we're-
movie, Attack of the Cybermen. That's the most that I've seen, and that was with Jez when he was doing that. That was fun.
No, the only good Doctor Who is the original from the 70s. No, fifth. Fuck.
You got
From
Tom
that-
Baker and Pertwee. They were the best doctors pardon me, in my opinion. So 60s, coming up to 70s, John Pertwee, and then Tom Baker. That's it.
Now, the doctor that I remember was the one with the scarf, with the frizzy hair.
Tom Baker.
And yeah, and but
Would
it,
you
like,
like a jelly
I
baby?
haven't seen a whole episode. I've seen bits and pieces, but I
You've
just
not seen
changed the channel.
Genesis of the Daleks or anything like that.
No.
You haven't lived.
Well, I'm
And you
still
don't know what the
alive, man.
Who-mobile is. Sarah Jane, anything like that.
No.
Grr, Sarah Jane. Grr.
Well, I do remember some
Unit,
shiny
anything
thing that
like that.
I do remember some shiny thing going around, and they said it was canine.
Yeah, well, K9 is Tom Baker. Yeah, Brigadier Lethwin Stewart, whatever his name is. You can't remember Unit or anything like that. Oh my god, man, you haven't lived. You got to watch that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
I even like the Peter Cushing.
I think
films.
I'm just fine just not watching that stuff.
Well, no, I mean I even like those films that he did. Peter Cushing.
Oh, Peter Cushing was in there, was he?
Completely out of the timeline. They're all right. Invasion Earth,
Okay.
Daleks, whatever.
Yeah, well, Peter Cushing.
I got on
know,
DVD.
so-
Yeah, the movies. Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
you
Hammer
can
House
keep
the
them.
Horror,
You can keep your DVDs.
Moff
Yeah.
Tarkin.
I've never seen the
you're such
Doctor
a
Who movies
heathen.
of Peter Cushing. I'd like to though.
They're good. I don't know if they're on YouTube, but they're worth watching. They have nothing to do with Doctor Who because it's different setting. I mean, it's got Bernard Cribbins in. You know, it's a bit of fun.
Yeah, instead of Doctor Who, it's called Doctor Them. Yeah.
Well, no, instead of being a Time Lord, he invents it on Earth, essentially. So
that's something that goes back a bit for us.
Yeah,
Brits.
he's not Gallifreyan.
No, the link I'm talking about that in private.
Oh, let's
chat.
have a look. Oh, Jerry Anderson. Let's have a look. Oh, is this
Do you remember that?
my computer ain't very fast because I went for the cheap version, and I'm gonna have to go past the.
Hold on, I got it loaded.
He needs his hamster to run faster.
See, in
No, that's for me, not Joe 90. I never went for that.
In 1960s, you had Star Trek. We had this.
Yeah. But then again, that was state of the art back then. I mean, you know, we used to have Watch
I love
with
the old
Mother or
Doctor
something,
Who.
wasn't it?
I love
Loved
that
it.
stuff.
Yeah, Joe
Let's
90
face it,
was
it's
never
like
my thing.
all the old shows that we had, including Doctor Who and stuff like that accumulated into the stuff that we've actually got now. So all the original special effects that they used to do, they said, okay, we can make that better. We can work with this. And how are we going to do this? And they'd look at the old shows and say, how did they do it back then? And it's like,
The thing is, they don't use the proper practical effects. I mean, someone uses it as a gimmick to say, look at all these effects, when 10% of it is practical effects. Well, no shit, Sherlock. Well, great.
Not entirely true, because they did use it for the moon landings.
Oh, here we go. Oh, we go into
man.
the fucking moon landings. Oh, there's still some fucker harping on about that.
Hang on, this looks more like Joe 90. Okay.
Joe 90. I never heard of it.
It looks very, very similar to Thunderbirds.
It is from the same person.
Variation, because it was exactly the same. It was Sylvia Anderson and Jerry Anderson.
Basically,
Where the hell
this
you
is
find Joe 90
no,
at?
this is where the idea for the Matrix came. This is a kid who gets certain things downloaded in his brain for make him able to do stuff. So,
Well, that actually no.
Make him do stuff to himself.
I'd say it's like the original version of Daryl, the movie Daryl.
I haven't seen that in years.
Yeah.
So I couldn't remember it well enough to say.
But in the chat, I did. That's the link. So you can. I figured if we play it without sound, let's see if we get in trouble.
Well,
it should be all right. With sound, it's from fucking 1960.
Hey, Joe 90 is
No,
on
it'll probably
Tubi.
still be,
Okay.
it'll still be grabbed by someone more than.
I'm sure some twat will, because they just have to be a cunt. But you know, at the end of the day, it's like, look, we're talking about
Leela,
like, this
okay.
was from your time frame. This is what you grew up, and we're playing it on fucking YouTube. So again, I don't understand what the copywriting and the bullies. Like, look, it's on YouTube. Grow up, asshole. So either way, no matter what they do, you've got the link so y'all can watch and listen on your own. That I won't do. I'm not going to play the music part of it and stuff. But hey, at least we were able to show it, and you saw what we were talking about. So there you go.
I mean, yeah, I mean, but that's what we grew up with, because we didn't have big American special effects, but we had, you know, Super Mario Nation from Jerry Anderson, and that was our part of America. So we'd watch.
That was your Walt Disney.
It was our Walt Disney. Yeah, exactly. So I'd watch Captain Scarlet and go, oh, it's amazing. And then I'd watch Space 99 1999 and go, my God, that's blown my head away. You know, Thunderbirds, whatever. That's
what was the one with the submarine?
Oh, it was.
Yeah. On the underwater
submarine. I can remember the
submarine.
theme.
Well, I
Stingray.
But when I was a kid, we had the series Voyage
then of
to
course the
Bottom of
Americans
the Sea.
did their own version. They had Sequest.
Sequest DSV, I actually liked. I liked.
Yeah,
I
did
like
too,
that.
yeah.
Roy Schneider and Stephanie Beecham.
So if you like Roy Schneider, then you would have liked him in Blue Thunder.
Blue Thunder was fucking amazing. I've got to say, it's one of my air porno films.
Yeah.
Because I like air porn basically. So Top Gun, Iron Eagle, fucking Blue Thunder, yeah.
And but of course, you and me would have looked at Blue Thunder and said, "That's a gazelle."
Yeah. The thing is, I know it's just like Rambo, where they're dressed up as a hind. Yeah.
Exactly.
And it's like when you watch Iron Eagle and they're in kafirs, and you go, well, that's an Israeli aircraft. They're flying McDonnell F4s.
But also, they did the same. They did the same thing in Red Dawn, the original Red Dawn.
Yeah, because it was one company going around building these
yeah.
frames to represent.
Yeah,
it
was a Sea King dressed up as a fucking hind.
Yeah. Well, they used to do it with tanks because you can buy kits of tanks now.
Yeah.
But until it was like Saving Private Ryan, there were kits they used to go around for the Tiger and things like that. And it wasn't until Fury when they actually used 131. Which is the only Tiger that's running in existence in England. But yeah, before that, they were all mock-ups.
But yeah, I know
everyone is literally turning off right now. Sorry,
it's a good movie. It's a good movie. But
Beast.
I'm just sorry. I'm just captivated by Random's picture of Hoggle. But
you've had that picture for a while. You just obviously don't turn up very often.
No, yeah, but no.
Let's go off this subject because we're going to bore everyone to fucking death. We'll discuss it in our.
No, you were fine. It was fine. It was fine. Nerds having a cigarette. I had dogs going nuts, so I couldn't. Y'all would have been ripping those headphones off. So
just think when we start to talk about real world stuff, and they use that for this. I mean, you remember. Well, you remember about the Battle of Britain when they used ME-109s
blow up
Spanish
tanks.
engines, HE-113, 111s.
Yeah.
You know, they got the Spitfires and Hurricanes from private collections. They've had people flying from Texas to bring Spitfires and Hurricanes because there are only like 17 available in England, and there's about another 40 or so around the world, and they just got everyone together. And the only reason they were allowed to fly them was because they allowed the original pilots to fly them in the film from Texas.
And it also surprises me. It's like they only had like 2 or 3 double-seater Spitfires. It's like
well, the double-seaters were trainers anyway, so they were never.
Double-seaters
you go up
were
in the Tiger Moth. If you're going to learn to fly, you go up in a Tiger Moth, you come back down, you put in a Spit or a Hurricane. That was the pilot training in the Battle of Britain because they didn't have enough hours to teach you how to fly properly. Whereas it used to be 20-odd hours, they used to have condense it down to like 8 to 6 hours.
But I do think, the history is actually trampled over the Hurricane because the Hurricane was the workhorse of that war.
I said this on a stream before that the Hurricane is my favorite aircraft and it was the workhorse, but at home defense, not on the front line. So you had the Spitfire on the front line, things like the Hawker Tempest, whatever else came after. The 20mm gunned Hurricane in the desert, yes, that got some frontline use, but it was both fighters, mozzies, things like that. So home defense, yes, but not frontline fighter. It just couldn't cope.
But the other thing is, like, people don't actually understand. It was a cloth aircraft.
Yeah, it was.
The Hurricane was not metal; it was cloth.
It wasn't. It was skin and cloth rather than metal. Yeah, we're really boring people now. I do apologize.
No. I was setting something up because hey, Hey, Mr. Peabody, did you know? Let me get everybody set up for this. Are we okay?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
One story came in and conquered all the other news, and it's about the Queen.
We do have this breaking news just coming in from Buckingham
Apparently
Palace.
she died.
Queen Elizabeth II has died just hours after her doctor said they were concerned for her health. The 96-year-old Queen has been at Balmoral Castle in Scotland. Among the people with her at Balmoral, her 4 children, Andrew, Anne, Edward, and Charles, who is now officially king, automatically ascending to the throne upon the announcement of his mother's death.
But I mean, you have talked about that. Now, mind you, I was just kind of going through stuff, as I do as we're all talking and whatnot. And when I found that, I'm like, I have to play this because you have been telling us every morning that's what you're witnessing. It doesn't matter right now. News about the Queen. The Queen has died. So there you go. It's not just you. It is being played here in America, just not every morning. So, yes, had to. Besides, it just worked its way into with Nerd and then you guys going off. I was like, yeah, this will work. So, yes, that was fun. Yes, very, very, very much fun. Well, at least for me. Are you not entertained? We are.
Well, I'm going to say, is the Queen of what?
No, I've got a big smile on my face. I think it's hilarious. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We could hear the giggling. Somebody peed. Was that you, DL?
I'm just waiting for the next big announcement. Biden is dead.
Oh,
well, there'll be 3 parties then all over the fucking world.
Yeah. They're going to keep him
dies,
alive. Yeah. I'll keep him alive no matter what.
If Biden dies, all you're going to hear is Kamala Harris laughing. That's nasty.
She'll still be gulping because,
that's what she fucking does to everything.
It'll be a twofer. They're not going to leave her. They'll take them both out. There's no way. Because everybody knows Kamala. Why do you think that Obama didn't get wiped out? They knew that they didn't want Joe. Now we've got Joe, but we really don't want Kamala.
Hell no.
She's as bad as Clinton. Maybe worse. She still has dirty knees. Guinea. Dun, dun, dun.
I agree, Mr. Morningwood. Yes.
Yeah, as long as she doesn't have a stained blue dress. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, DL, please tell us. Nobody likes salted foreskin, but Brent might. Good talk, DL.
Great discussion. Yeah.
Great point. I mean,
Well,
Yeah.
I took a nap.
It's okay.
You actually didn't give him a chance to respond.
No, that was the whole point.
You gave him a few seconds. It's like, good talk, DL.
Good talk, DL. Exactly. Well, that way you could kind of like, okay, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Well, I think Brentley went off to go get himself some salted, foreskin.
No. He took off to steal some droids. Yeah. Here he is. He's back, but he's very black.
He's bleak.
He's bleak.
Back in black.
He's a dark Jawa.
He lost power, and we can't see him.
I have the power, the ultimate power.
Hell yeah. No. It's funny, though. The only Jawa I know that's 6 feet tall. I can't wait till he shows us his actual Jawa army, though. It will be pretty cool once he starts.
So Brent, you've been out. What droids have you brought back?
Shh. Be very, very quiet. I hunted wobbits.
Odysee!
Yes. That's how that plays out, yeah. See, that's what happens when you walk away from the stream too long. You just get picked on. It's coming. It'll happen. But no, it's, again, You know, he's probably making toast because he knows we're getting close to wrapping up because we're at the 2-hour mark. So he's like, I have every time I go to make toast, you guys, I come back on you gone.
Well, he's probably had a smoke as well. So.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I try to leave it open. Okay, fine. Is anybody really excited about the new Indiana Jones movie? Peabody, you can hold back your excitement.
No.
Okay. No, you can't hold back your excitement. DL said no. You must be excited.
No, I'm with Deranged. It's like no. Yeah.
It's called Indiana Jones and the Search for a Good Nursing Home.
Indiana Jones as Indiana Jones. Is Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones in the search for where am I going?
Well,
It's Indiana Jones and the Search for Joe Biden.
Well, if the leaks are correct, Indiana Jones is only in it for the first 15 minutes, and then the rest of it is your woman who's apparently going to take over from him. So,
Indiana Jane.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I was done with the third. I feel the first, second, and third movie, you've got everything you needed. You had the beginning, you had a middle, you had the end. It all wrapped up. They made the Crystal Skull, whether you like it, whether you don't. Again, there were bits of the movie I liked.
There. That's all that was a money grab.
But there, I enjoyed. The concept of as we moved from the Last Crusades, right? So we're gonna throw Indy back into it, an older Indiana Jones. Okay, sure. Let's see what they do with it, and then it just
they tried to pass the torch with Shia LaBeouf. It didn't work. And from what he said at the last convention after Williams had played his music and everything, it was like, well, this is a story about people and things like that. I'm just thinking, oh God, here we go.
Sala's supposed to be in it.
Here we go.
We're supposed to at least get Sala back in it.
About people. Oh God, here we go.
I mean, it's not going to be normal people. It's just going to be about the people who are positive at the moment and the people that everyone cares about, supposedly. Yeah, Sala, great. Sala's in it. Right.
Yeah. I mean, there's only so much cast you can bring back. They killed off Dad. And,
yeah, but they paid a tribute to Denham Elliott, and it was like, that's a shit tribute, to be perfectly honest. He was part of the movies as well.
Yep. Well, and now with them actually being dead, I mean, they'd already killed off the characters before the actors, I think, had passed anyway. So, I mean, there's not much left to go through other than Indiana. It's almost like your Lou Ferrigno.
Aren't they bringing Short Round back?
Yeah, I think Short Round too. But all of a sudden, you can see Indiana Jones with the walker, and he's walking up, and Short Round goes,
"What did I say years ago? Indiana Jones in the Zimmer Frame of Doom."
No, you see, here's the thing, and this goes in with the leaks. I would say they're only bringing these people back for his funeral scene. No, honestly, there'll be a funeral scene, and then it'll be the female fucking Indy, and that's the end of it.
I say give it to Chris Pratt. I'd rather Chris Pratt be the next Indiana
No,
Jones.
you see, I'm probably one of the few people who believe this, but I actually liked. I hated the Crystal Skull, but I did like your guy being in
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, I thought he played the part well. If they had, done an all movie with him by himself, I think they could have picked it up. But they just after the Crystal Skull fucking bombed.
No,
I think as for Shia LaBeouf though, and what we know now, if you just take we're just talking about just the movie itself. Yeah, the movie. Yeah, we know it was shit. His portrayal of the character, I really like the different aspect of, especially in the movie prior, where you've got Indy and his dad making him stop, and he's trying. It belongs in me, and then we pick up right there at that same part, and now you see where Indiana Jones Jr., Shia LaBeouf, how his whole lifestyle's been different than what Indy's was.
No,
and then because together.
He's trying to be James Dean. It was crap. He's trying to be James Dean.
Maybe he's not. I would say is that just the greaser era of that time, though? I didn't look at it as James Dean.
I would say the movie wasn't that great, but they actually did explain his skills in the movie. It's like
fencing.
the fencing and shit like that. So it's like so that became like almost like a comedy scene in
And
the movie.
he met the only other Russian woman who was trained in fencing. Wow, what a coincidence!
And then the Tarzan shit is like,
oh yeah, that was really great. That was that Tarzan scene didn't put me off at all. No, I thought woohoo when I was in the. I watched that in the cinema.
and when his mother
I'm done.
and when his mother parked the car on top of the tree and it bent down, it's like,
yeah,
she's like, just trust me. It's like no one would trust you driving a car off a cliff onto a tree.
I remember all this. It's cinema gold. I just loved every fucking scene. No, I didn't. What am I talking about? No shit.
It's like talking about pulling out all your cards and hoping they play well.
Yeah, a nuclear bomb-proof fridge, a lead-lined fridge that can take ground zero detonation. Thank you.
Again,
Lindsay.
yeah, I know, and we said it was a bad movie, but they did kind of sprinkle the shit where, like as Nerd said, had they gave him from this shit movie, right? We actually got him as a younger, new Indiana Jones. Yeah, Nerd, I'm with you. I could see it.
Because he
was. My next pick would be Chris Pratt. I think Chris Pratt would make a good, different Indiana Jones.
I've never been a Chris Pratt fan.
Right. Has anyone seen Sahara with McConaughey?
Yes.
Yeah, that's more Indiana Jones than fucking anything else. And that is
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
it's a shit film.
Penelope Cruz,
more
Matthew McConaughey. Yeah.
Yeah, it's more fucking Indiana Jones than the last fucking Indiana.
I wouldn't say it's Indiana Jones. I'd say it's
not
Indiana
Tomb
Jones.
Raider. It's not that bad. It's not Tomb Raider bad.
No, I like the first two Tomb Raider movie. I don't care if they were fucking popcorn cheesy as shit fucking flicks.
What's wrong with the first two movies? Wait. Stop. You're right. But who says there's something wrong with the first two movies?
Brent,
they were popcorn
movies.
Kidding?
Are you kidding?
They're popcorn. Oh, it's him? It's the Jawa?
Yeah, it's
the
me
salty
again.
balls Jawa, yeah.
Is this some bitch?
It's me because they are shit. Oh, fuck's sake.
Come on.
Dude, they were popcorn movies like Ice Pirates.
Yeah.
Ice Pirates has got nothing to do with fucking Lara Croft. Ice Pirates,
but it's got to do with a popcorn movie. And
I'd say Sahara is closer to the zombie movies. Yeah, so not zombie. The Brendan Fraser movies.
The Mummy.
The Mummy. Yeah.
See, the first two of those were all right. But then when they went past that and they lost, what's her
and
face?
they went to the Scorpion King.
They lost Rachel Weisz.
See, my problem
I'll tell you,
with
that was a real loss, sir.
That's a huge loss.
The problem with the second was the kid. I don't think they should have had a quick kid.
No, I like the kid's in the third one. Kids in the third one.
Yeah, but the kid. No, the kid's in the second one as well.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, okay. Oh,
okay. On the amulet and goes.
See, I would have liked to. I would have liked to see them go on an adventure. Just a couple, and then just keep kids out of fucking movies unless it's a kids movie.
Yeah, keep those fucking kids out of those fucking movies.
Because then you wouldn't have the Goonies. So shut the fuck up.
No, that's what I said. A kids movie. That's different.
Don't. I like the kids. I like the
Look
kids.
at the movies we're comparing here.
Fuck those kids.
He was a plot device.
Are you not entertained?
They're going to try and save their own son. Come on.
Well, I'd have let the wee fucker die, so he put the thing on me. He deserves what he gets. Bastard.
Let the wee fucker die.
Fucking right.
No. I mean,
Hey, Lindsay, I'm just saying, fucking fridges back then were built to last.
Yeah, but not from.
But
not from
when you talk
Zero.
about putting someone in the fridge and then launching it and then bouncing it across the ground, it's like.
Well, Lindsay says about the Skyraft scene. Didn't Mythbusters try and do that, and it actually worked because it was displacing
I think they did.
the air like a parachute. Yeah, they did. It was displacing the air like a parachute. So yes, it would be feasible, but not a good idea because you would break a few bones. To be perfectly honest,
just a couple. Yes.
Yeah, but
like your skull.
But a lead-lined fridge from Ground Zero, no, it doesn't work.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you could actually, wedge yourself so you don't get thrown around and you're just bouncing along.
You got no choice. He was literally thrown around from where the bomb went off all the way. He must have traveled about 3 kilometers before he fucking landed. And he comes
then-
out and he
All in
goes,
the-
"Oh, that hurt a bit."
It's all in the landing.
And
Yeah.
then after
Oh,
all
I
that,
see, yeah. In a
after all
coffin
that,
that
he
you can't
launched
move
and
in.
bounced around. He still managed to open the fridge. It's like,
Yeah.
that's a
And
fucking good
falls out,
fridge.
and then the little fucking animals, whatever they're called.
Especially the old fridges that had the metal handles that locked and shit. Because I'm like, that
Oh,
would have
that
been
makes
funny
all
if
the
it was one of
difference
those.
as well. Of
No,
course
the
it
biggest
does.
problem with that scene wasn't that someone survives getting shot in a fridge. It was that a fucking 70-year-old guy survives getting shot in the fridge.
Well, he survived a plane crash in his 70s, so you know that's more
Yeah, well-
feasible because he actually did it.
Well, he broke his broke. I don't know how many bones in this
and
little
yeah,
movie.
but
Just
he
fell
landed
in
and
the
he walked
fucking
away
thing.
without a cerebral
any
hemorrhage.
any crash you walk away from is a good landing. So,
Yeah, tell that to the guy, the rugby team in the fucking Alps.
oh, too soon.
Too soon?
Tell that to the guy in the X1 that crashed.
Yeah, that's not too soon.
You're
That's
you're
quite
the
a
only
long time.
person that got that reference.
No,
Yeah.
I saw a video of it on Twitter, if it's the thing I'm thinking about.
Well, you don't have to see a video of it because you can see it every time you watch the opening sequence for the $6 Million Man. They show the
Oh,
actual
no, I
sequence.
thought you were actually talking about a fucking shuttle that did fuck up.
No,
on
not the
the
shuttle.
other day.
The X1, the supersonic plane.
Yeah,
The
but
X1.
they actually show the crash in the opening for the $6 Million Man, and the guy actually did survive that crash. Amazing as it is, but he did survive.
Boy,
that
was
crash.
he pissed off though?
He would have been.
He
He
was
would
a
have been a
little
bit
bit
annoyed.
Yeah, it's like, you know,
I
I
mean,
was ready to fly and you fuckers crashed me. But
When they pulled him out, they said, "Why couldn't you give me a fucking fridge?"
Only I had a
Bridge
fridge.
would have been better.
that was because Martin Baker ejection seats hadn't been invented. That's why.
There-
So he wanted a
That's
fridge.
exactly right.
They,
Yeah, there was no ejection sheet yet. So
The ejection seats, was it the British that had the ones
Germans,
that
the
shot down, out, instead of up? And I
No.
think they had one.
You're
pilot.
talking about the yes, and then they had the bubble ones in your American airplanes when you used to envelop them. Yeah,
They had a test pilot try the ones that shot down. Well, he was the plane was still parked when he.
yeah, that doesn't work. But Germany actually invented the first ejection seat in the Yoo-hoo. In their,
Yeah, when you see, actually, that's not true. It was the Japanese who created the ejection seat first. It never worked.
Damn kamikazes.
It didn't
That was-
work till the
kamikaze
airbag
doesn't
was
let you out.
120.
You're going to
Hey,
get out just before the explosion.
You know, kamikaze doesn't mean,
it means divine wind.
Yeah, divine wind. It means let me the fuck out.
I imagine right before they hit, he's like, "This is a bad idea."
I've done this story,
The other thing is
before.
they
There
actually
was a
did-
guy who survived 17 kamikaze missions, and he was shot by firing squad because he kept on coming back.
So they
That's
thought he
not
was-
surviving. That's just not.
So
doing
they
it.
actually thought he was the divine wind.
But you think they were supposed to crash every time. They were told, if you cannot find a target, come back and you can go out again. But he survived like 16 missions. He went on his 17th, come back, and they said, "Fuck you," and they shot him. So
Well, it's not his fault. The boats weren't in his area. I mean,
I think after 16 odd missions, you're kind of faking it. You can't just say, "I can't find anything."
Faking
You're
it.
invading the home islands by then.
I've really bad eyesight. I need glasses. I never saw them.
Yeah.
Everything looks wobbly to me. You know, I can't see
Wobbly.
much doing it. Oh, dear.
But when it comes to ejection seats, they actually did design ejection seats for helicopters. But what actually had to happen when they ejected from a helicopter?
The blades used
Have
to
to
have to
shoot
be
off.
ejected.
Yeah, they have to get rid of the blades.
Well, the Eurocopter has an ejection system.
Yeah,
Blades explode, and then the part it's shown in that James Bond one. What is it?
Yeah.
GoldenEye. GoldenEye. That's a Eurocopter.
One
and
eye.
literally the blades come off, they explode.
Yeah,
and then
yeah. The
ejection
blades
seat-
come off, but also
There used to be sideways ejection seats for helicopters.
Yeah, it used to
Right,
be
that would make more
sideways.
sense.
but also the Apache can actually withstand a 20
huge 20G crash.
Yeah,
20G crash.
Yeah, but can it survive a refrigerator? You know,
It cannot survive ground zero like a refrigerator can. No,
No.
unfortunately,
No,
it's not
yeah.
lead lined, and it doesn't have
It's-
lockable handles.
It's not designed for that. 20Gs it can do. It can't do nuclear blast.
Yeah. The Apache can survive 20 Gs, but the pilot inside's a quadriplegic. You know.
Yeah.
It's better to come out of it than to be dead.
Yeah.
Jelly, I guess.
It's so good to get out of it. I can do so much now. I can
Yes.
breathe. Yeah.
As long as I've got an electric wheelchair, I'm still mobile.
And I can
I can
control
do the
it
next my left
control
foot
my
movie.
mouth.
My left foot, part two. Left feet straight back.
Yeah, 20G crash would be pretty harsh.
Yeah. How many G's can we take? 6, 7 max.
I think well,
One.
tops we can do about 9, but there's like a 20G
There's
crash.
not many
It's
people
like
that can take fucking 9 G's.
you're not going to be walking away from that one, man.
No.
No.
Well, I think everybody can take 9 Gs quite easily.
Go on.
For
Oh,
fuck's
9
sake.
grand.
9 grand. Yeah.
Yeah. You got to send us your PayPal account for that.
Well, I was thinking. Remember, we had those candy bars that were, the
The $100,000.
yeah.
You had-
so 9
you
of
had-
those bars. Yeah.
You had candy bars that were worth 9G.
No, they were 1G each, so you'd get 9 of them. See?
Well, last night I was the divine wind.
You don't want to know what your stomach was doing.
Well, let's see.
you
Hold
were
on.
just- you were just farting. Yeah.
Brett, you haven't seen Rick and Morty, right?
It's not my favorite thing. No, I really haven't. So
Okay. DL?
I've seen bits and pieces. Yeah.
Okay. Nerd?
What?
Have you ever seen Rick and Morty?
I'm sorry, I was reading the chat. Fuck off.
It's okay.
No,
Somebody's reading the chat.
Yes, and
I am as well. I'm.
Okay, well, I'm asking because
Lindsay
like
is-
Mr. P,
No,
Mr. P has.
I have never watched, seen
I would
Rick and
comment,
Morty.
Lindsay.
Okay, so same with Mr. Peabody, but last night Kai MFS was imitating Morty with his oh geez, oh man,
Oh geez, and
So
it
I've
cracked me
got
up
a
every
clip
time.
here
Yeah.
that I'm going to play of the show. So those of you that don't know what the show is, this way I was just kind of setting up so you'd understand why we're doing this, because Mr. Peabody didn't understand that that's what he was doing, which made the laughter from him even more funny from last night's This Week in Bullshit from Justin Proper's channel. But I did pull up this little clip, and I wanted to make sure I didn't forget to do this because we will be, we're at 4:30, so we got a little bit of time left to keep going. But yeah, this is what Kai was kind of doing that you didn't know, but this is why we were all laughing at you last night because, God, you were funny.
Oh, jeez, Rick. Oh, jeez, Rick. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, man, Rick. Oh, man, Rick. Oh, jeez, Rick. Oh, jeez, Rick. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Oh, man, Rick. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, jeez, Rick. Oh, man. Oh, man.
No,
Oh, man.
but
Oh,
he-
jeez, Rick. Oh, man.
Well, now that I've seen that, he did.
Now
the
it makes
voice
sense,
perfectly.
right? Yeah.
Now that I've seen that, he did the voice perfectly. Oh, jeez.
Dude, I'm telling, but I wanted to make sure because I was like, it was like great for me. I was losing it because I knew what he was doing, but I knew that you didn't know what he was doing and you were enjoying it so much. I just loved it, dude. I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, I have to show him what it is because he doesn't know.
Thing is, I still don't get it. Sorry.
That's typical UK people.
Right.
Yeah, I
My
know,
mum-
right? These
my
fucking
mum-
Brits, they just don't get it.
Right,
No.
hold on. My mum likes what's that? A Family Guy. She likes Family Guy. I don't
Yeah.
get it. I really
I
don't.
get
I walked
Family
past
Guy.
one day making a cup of
No.
coffee. I've said this story many a time, and she is she's watching it. She's laughing. The guy is blowing farts through a megaphone, and I just walk past and I go, I don't get it. I really don't.
There's your fart.
Am I that old now?
But no, Ootini, I'm with you. I don't like Family Guy either. I don't like I don't like those that shit. So
I
it's
just,
like,
I just don't get it. She's laughing. and
yeah.
just walk back. She's in her 70s, and I go past. I'm like, you know, I become more intelligent than my mum, who's in her 70s. Oh well.
Better. She's got a better
sense of humor.
Oh, we're going down that track. Well, sense of
Wow,
humor
I was
are
just
like
gonna say,
music.
I
They
wasn't
are
gonna go quite that
subjective.
far, but
No,
DL
hold on.
kicked it off. So there
They
you
are
go.
subjective.
Wow.
You either like it or you don't, and I just didn't find it funny. It just
Right.
didn't do anything
Well,
for me.
and to be fair though, we are very big on the don't hate watch shit. Like if you don't like it or you don't get, you know. But again, you don't have a problem with Mom or us, you know, because again, you did enjoy the Family Guy Star Wars episode.
I love Families, Blue Harvest, whatever. I love it. I got on DVD.
Oh, Blue
But
Harvest
I do
I
not
like, yeah.
understand who the characters are. It's just funny to me. Like watching
No,
that go, ooh.
But
like
I
that,
like
you know,
I like
it's
how
funny.
in the Blue Harvest they actually used the original soundtrack. It's like it actually sounded like Star Wars. You know?
And then you've got the maid doing the fucking vacuuming when he's trying to make a call to the Emperor. I like that stuff. But I do not know who any of the characters are, apart from the guy who plays Han Solo who farts through a megaphone. That's literally.
I will say first, don't watch after season 10. 1 to 10 are good, but after
I'm
that,
not going to watch season 1, let alone fucking season 10. You got no worries there. I just no. I've walked past many a time, and it's just been, what the fuck are you watching? Basically, sorry to say.
And Raquel saying it's good timing. She just got off a flight, so she arrived safely.
Did you find the phone?
Well, obviously, because she's actually putting shit up on in the text.
No, the other phone.
No.
Oh,
other phone.
The phone that got lost. Yeah,
The phone that she didn't know that she lost till she went to find it lost. Yeah, that one.
It'll be in the last place you look. There you go. That's how helpful.
just don't pick up the white courtesy phone.
No. No.
Mr. Bofa, pick up white courtesy phone.
Yes,
That's
Mr.
not
Over.
Over, under. Oh, dear.
Can I leave the iron on?
I haven't,
like
I
seeing men
haven't
naked?
found my old phone. Yes.
Picked the wrong week to stop
sniffing
weed.
glue.
Yeah.
Quit smoking. Stop sniffing glue. Yeah, oh yeah.
Do amphetamines.
Yep.
I quit. I picked the wrong week to quit drinking. I never will do that.
But I actually watched a couple of clips on building the Bandai X-Wing fighter, and all the guys are using the same paints that I've got, which are all Tamiya paints. And so they're all non-toxic paints. They're water soluble, and they're using the same glue that I use. Do you use that really liquid glue when you build your models?
I use the Revell Professional with the long.
Yeah. I use the same thing, but I don't use Revell. I use a different company, but same thing. It's like because when we started off making models,
it used to be a tube.
It was out of the tube, and you'd have
the glue everywhere. Your fingers are stuck, and you go,
Mom, I glue my fingers together again.
No, well, you'll find this funny. One time I got that stuck on my eyelid.
You managed to get glue on. How the fuck do you get glue on your eyelid?
Because I wiped my eye and I had glue all over my fucking.
Oh, I see. So you just went.
Yeah.
Mommy, my hands glued to my fucking head. It's magic.
So Ma had to come in and wash my eyelid.
Yeah. At least you didn't get your hand stuck on your pecker.
Yeah, it's like
Ma, my hands are glued to my dick.
Yeah,
You still say again.
Again.
Again. But you know what the old glue was like? It's like out of a tube, and you go glue something, but you'd have a string of glue that would come off and it would fall all over your model.
Yes.
So that's why we went to the new glue, which was like it's very liquid and very easy to use.
Yeah,
but
I
it's like
use a professional one with the long tube.
Yeah.
You keep talking about your long tube. You know, you bragger.
I'm sorry, you know, I'm talking about nuts and tubes. People think I'm gay, but it's just basically. Nah.
he
I
does
just
like to talk
brag about the size of my dick.
He does like to talk about his nuts. Yeah.
Actually, I got some peanuts behind me. If I reach over, there you go. I'm not advertising, so it's the wrong side. There you go. It's my nuts.
If you reach over,
Oh,
we can all
you
see
little
your.
shit, you
We can
guessed.
all see your belly.
Well, yeah, I got a belly. I just said like an hour or two ago that I've got a belly, and I'm looking forward to getting back to work.
you
and getting rid of the
said that a couple of days ago. It's like, yeah.
I think I said it last week as well.
You
I've
said it
been
last
stuck-
week. Yeah, that would have been 7 days ago. But yes,
I've been stuck on a weighbridge for 3 months doing paperwork. So yes, I put on a bit of weight. I'm not proud of it, but it happens. I used to be 12.5 stone, and now I'm like 16 stone again. So, you know, just the way it happens. Shit happens. There you go.
Yeah, that's
and now I'm
just the
going to
way it-
mute so you don't have
just
to hear
the way
me
it
eat
flies.
nuts.
Yeah.
Yes, the salty nuts.
The
Yes.
salty nuts. Well, that's okay because I'm going to play this real quick. This is what we were talking about. With that's not the right button. There's the button. With Kai from last night. Because I'm sorry, this shit was just hilarious. But yeah, this would be Kai Morty, if you will.
Jeez. Hey, Justin. It's good to be back on the show. Thanks for having me. I'm glad that we can have fun while the world is burning around us and the NWO is tightening its death grip around the throats of society.
Gee, Rick, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, jeez. Scissor me, timber. So yeah, if you want more fun like that, check out Justin Proper This Week in Bullshit, which his channel is in the description. That was the lovely fun that we had last night.
And
Kai being silly.
He found out that Mr. Peabody was a YouTuber.
That's right. That is correct.
And that you spread chlamydia.
Yeah.
Yeah, get those nuts.
Did you say chlamydia?
It wasn't
It's
chlamydia. It was Australia. Miss. Oh, dear.
Chlamydia.
Mispronunciation. He said Australia, not chlamydia.
No, I said it.
I'm going back.
Don't let the chlamydia get you.
Chlamydia.
Comedy. Coming for you in 2022 if you play with a drop bear baby. According to Mr. Peabody.
Well, it's true. It's like the koalas have chlamydia. The Tasmanian devils have a form of herpes on their face. Yeah.
Is that why you got herpes on your face? You've been kissing them?
Yeah, I kiss them all the time. Yeah.
You and Beto O'Rourke.
Yeah. Every time I see a wild animal, I walk up and say, "Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss."
You're the Doctor Doolittle of Australia, aren't you? Give me a kiss. Go on, I'll give you $20.
Hell,
Honestly, I'm a veterinarian. Trust me.
Well, there you go. There's where you made the mistake. You don't have to bribe them.
No, they'll do it for a cigarette.
I'll give you a
20 bucks
Castlemaine
is 20
4X if you
bucks.
suck on my dick. You know.
Well, no.
Australians,
No.
you're so funny, you little people.
You funny little
in the
wanker.
You little old people.
colonies.
You little people down there.
You little convicts down there. Come on. It's got to be convicts. It has to be. Convict.
Oh, you scallywags. Go on. Give my wallet back. Go on, you scallywag.
Well, it's like,
do you like being typecast? Do you?
You've got to be all convicts because, like, the fact is, who else would put up with all this shit?
Yeah, they're like grunts. You put up with all of it. Fubar, all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Another 48 hours. That's all I can ever think of when I'm talking with Peabody. Just turn around. Convict. Get in the car, convict. Wait, friends. Wait, pals.
What, another
Shit,
48
fuck up,
hours
get in
or
the car,
48
convict.
hours?
Yep.
I prefer 48 to another 48. For another 48 hours is good, but I prefer the original.
Oh, yeah. First
You
one
don't
was-
have to put out a red light.
Yeah, the first one was far better, but I for a second movie, that one, it was fun too.
It's a
So
fucking great film. Yeah. As sequels go, but it never got the recognition it deserved. I mean, that was a TV movie back in the day. Because Eddie hadn't taken off. Had he done Beverly Hills Cop?
Not
yet. I was thinking the same time frame, but yeah, I don't think he.
But Beverly Hills Cop took off more. I mean, fuck me. First, second, great. Third one, oh my god, really? No.
Well, what do you think about this new one coming out?
If it's anything like the third one, I ain't gonna watch it.
Well, the title is Beverly Hills Cop, and then it's Axel Foley.
Axel Foley, yeah.
Thing is it gonna have Taggart in it? Is it gonna have what's
Well,
his
I
name?
think Taggart's dead.
Einhold's supposed
The
to be
actor
in it.
Taggart's dead, is he?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I think
didn't
so.
know
Yeah.
that.
I'm pretty sure.
The last time I
Pretty
saw
sure he
him
died,
was in a
yeah.
TV show. Was in a TV show called Hardball, with Taggart in it.
He had hard balls, right?
Really? Definitely. Rock hard.
I mean, what's his
Hard
face?
rock.
Who? All I remember is his name, Judge. Summit Judge.
Judge
Reynolds.
Reinhold.
Judge
Reinhold,
Reinhold. Yeah, he's got.
Yeah,
stuff
I met him.
like that.
Oh, he's still
Yeah, he
alive, yeah, but
Yeah, he's still alive. That's what
Taggart's
we're all
dead.
hoping for, that they're going to bring him back and see if they continue the character as we had from like the second and third, where he's wanting to be, getting big into the guns and shit. Like, we want that Rosewood back.
yeah.
I
But
don't
again,
think
I don't
we're
know.
going to
I
get that
didn't like-
Rosewood in this century. He's going to be more like he's more interested in this tortoise, basically, rather than the gun.
No, Adam, show him the tortoise.
I got that saved up for the closing. Yeah, I do. I don't know. We'll see. I didn't like
I can't believe
Coming
they
to
actually
America
played
too.
Taggart.
No, he's still alive. He's 74. He's
Oh,
still
there
alive.
we go. Yeah, but he would be retired as a cop by now.
Yeah.
Way long ago.
And Judge Reinhold, he's 65.
And what's his face? Cox.
Well,
from,
remember, Eddie Murphy is he's from Chicago or Detroit rather, so he'd still have to be working at 90 years old.
Okay, and now
Eddie
Ronnie,
would
Ronnie
be
Cox
in
is still
his-
alive. He's
no,
85.
Eddie would literally
Close.
be close to retirement.
Yeah.
But he'd probably still be, what was he? Lieutenant or sergeant? I can't remember what he was now.
Who's
Well, I
that,
would hope he moved up a little bit after all the
Ronnie
shenanigans.
Cox
of the three
character?
movies.
Yeah, Ronnie Cox would still probably be in charge of the LAPD.
Well, he's 85 in real life, so who knows what they do.
He's too strong of a white male, though. They would have to cancel him out. He'd be replaced by a woman.
No, DL's right. At that age, no, he'd been retired ages ago. Even the guy who played it in the Alphabet, that was the second, the Alphabet Killer, he would be like 90 odd by now. So,
yeah. But if they do it right, I'm okay. I didn't like Coming to America too. I watched that. That movie was shit. Like, the first movie was great. Love the first
the
movie.
problem
I
is
watched the
they're
second
trying
one.
to create lightning in a bottle twice, but on their own terms, which doesn't work because their terms are shit.
Well, yeah, they're still putting in the political nonsense that's killing the industry in the first
Make
place.
your own films about your own point of view. They might work, they might not. If you make it an Art Nouveau film, if you go like to whatever Cannes Film Festival, it might get a few awards, Palme d'Or, whatever. But if you go and try and do a remake of a classic and put your own bent on it, no, we're just going to say fuck you.
Well, apparently they're making Beverly Hills as we speak.
Yeah, it's
Well, Lindsay was saying so. I didn't read the chat. Lindsay
Apparently he goes to
was saying something.
Beverly Hills
yeah.
because
sorry.
someone and his estranged daughter, not Axel's estranged daughter, maybe it is Axel's estranged daughter, but someone's daughter's gotten in trouble and an old friend tells him about her son, and I don't know.
Axel Foley wasn't married though in any of the Beverly Hill Cop films.
No, he was always single.
Let's see. When was the last one?
That first chick that was
Even
in
in the
the that chick in the first one. I tell you what, I like
Friend.
her.
Yeah, his friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely. But he was never married in any of the.
No.
He was single every time. He was a cop. Wasn't his dad a cop as well? Wasn't that a backstory?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
But he did hook up with Scary Spice and had a child with her.
He did.
Yeah, that lasted about a fucking
That
minute.
cost him some money too.
Yeah.
Everyone needs a hobby.
This is true.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's two Beverly Hills Cops are good. Fucking third one was shite. I mean, when's the last time Eddie's done anything decent?
Well, going by the pictures, he hasn't really gotten great shape for it either.
I thought he was in quite good shape because he's about to go on the road again. This was like a year or so ago.
He did that movie on Netflix.
Dolomite.
Dolomite. That's that was actually was
Mm-hmm.
pretty good.
Well, Beverly Hills Cop 3 was 94, so we've not even had this character since 1994. So
the last one,
yeah,
that's like Schwarzenegger.
Almost 28 years ago, basically.
Yeah,
So,
that's like Schwarzenegger turning around and going, "I'm going to do Commando 2. It's
Or
going
I'm
to
gonna
be
be
called
Conan and finish up the story.
I'm gonna be Conan.
Chopper.
He says, "Come in the chopper."
Hey, I would love to see the last Conan movie. Him as the old king. As we
Oh
were
yeah,
supposed
absolutely.
to be.
That would be good. Yeah.
Him playing an older role as the king we saw at the end of Conan.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I would love to see that. And maybe he can kick some ass still as well.
And if
The
Arnold
last
won't do it, I'm gonna talk Lou into doing it. Because Lou is better than Arnold. But no, I mean, that is still, when they came out with those newer Conan movies, and it just, it wasn't the same. I want the
I
end
actually,
of the two that we got.
quite liked the last Conan one with
Jason Momoa.
Yeah, Jason Momoa. Yeah.
My only problem with that is
and Lou Ferrigno have their own building company. Back in the day.
my problem with that was white father, white mother, Samoan baby.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but then again, the only problem I had with that was the protagonist was the same guy from Avatar. And I'm just thinking, you don't really make a very convincing bad guy. You're okay. You're well built.
Right.
You got the moves, but your accent sucks.
You got a shit accent.
I did. I actually quite liked that film. It on the same vein as I watched The Mummy or The Mummy Returns. It's those sort of films, or Van Helsing. It's just take your brain out and watch it film. Nothing to get serious about.
Hey, Mr. Peabody. Raquel's got breaking news.
The Queen's dead.
No. No. This is even longer ago than that.
That was ages ago, though, wasn't it? That's like
that's why I said it was breaking
90s.
news.
Decades
Oh,
ago.
we all know that happened. But,
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
sorry, guys, but I'm about to crash. So
No,
I'm
you're
gonna
fine,
take
man.
off.
I had to though. I figured. So yeah, you're
Well,
good.
Mr. P, upside down D. It was nice to see you again. Anyway.
Right.
Well, what we're
It's
gonna
always,
do, we're
it's
gonna
always
go
good to
ahead and
chat
wrap it
with
up.
you guys.
P
I
stands
know-
for pussy.
Now,
give my
I always,
regards to the
I
Queen.
always enjoy talking to you guys, and even if I'm a pussy, all right, okay. So, but yeah, take care, guys, and I'll catch up with you again soon.
Well, we're
There are
wrapping
odds.
up as it is. So
But I'll see you tomorrow.
yeah,
Oh, that's right. For your birthday, yep, gotcha.
that's right.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I know almost forgot. Right, everyone. Mr. DL has a very special day tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And we all just like to say happy birthday for tomorrow, Mr. DL.
And
I won't get a chance to.
he's going to get circumcised again. Yeah.
And he's going to get his wang tanged again. But I don't have a chance
Like
to-
I said, I liked it so much the first time. I'm going to have to do it again.
I went back for more. I just wanted more up.
Such an enjoyable
Just
thing.
to-
We had to do
just,
it
I
again.
say,
yeah.
take a little off the top.
Yeah. Anyway, see you guys and take care.
All right,
All right,
bye.
buddy. Thanks, bud.
Cheers, Mr. P. Yeah,
But yeah.
so I won't get to say it tomorrow. So happy birthday for tomorrow.
Alrighty.
So
You got
yes,
work
congrats-
tomorrow, don't you?
Congratulations.
No, I'm not working.
DL.
I'm not on your Discord because you won't send me a link. So, there you go.
Well, god dang you. I
Well,
will
God
now.
damn me, what? You
Well,
don't send me a link.
I'll send you a freaking link then, you big.
Don't worry, DL.
If I
look,
had a
I'll do it.
glove,
I'll
I
do
would
it
take it
live,
off and
fuck
whack
it.
your face.
Doing
up.
it live.
We're doing it live. Look, I mean, I can put it on screen if you want me to, but
Just put it in fucking string tards and all fucking.
no, I was telling DL if I could put it on
right.
screen if he wants me to, but
Yeah, I'll go ahead. But you know, as soon as I click on it, I'm gonna.
no, you don't have to do anything. I'm saying I'm going to invite Brent for you on live.
Yeah, that'd be
on
cool.
air.
That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
I was like, fuck it, we'll do it live because it's funny.
Yeah,
We'll do
congratulations.
it live. God damn it, we'll do it live.
Congratulations, DL, on not down for another year. Well done.
Exactly.
Yeah. 21 again?
Yeah.
Is it DL? 21?
Shit.
Because that's what my mum does every fucking year.
I wish.
Right? See, look, I typed it in there. We're here. We're going to invite him.
Oh,
There's the
I'm not on
invite.
Discord. Oh, for fuck's
You
sake.
don't
now
have
I've
to
got
be
do
on.
this.
Well, that's how you accept it. You can't accept it without being on Discord. Goober. But yeah. Now there, we did it live. Now you've got your invite.
I'm going in. Hold on. I'm going in hard.
And that's she said that.
Well,
never
that's,
happens.
well, that's
ever
good. I
loads,
mean, yeah. I mean, if you're gonna go in hard, you know.
Is that a grass-fed
Yeah,
coffee?
that should
For
be-
fuck's sake.
I like that.
I
wish
will
I could
use
send that to
lube.
Nina Infinity. She would love that.
Join. Boom. I'm there. There you go.
See, there you go. Now you're part of the Discord. I probably should have actually did it live
Now I'm
and
part of
showed
the
him how to
Deranged
do it, but
Lunatic.
it's easier. It's easier for me just to do it. It's like,
Yeah, I like it when
Deranged
somebody else
Lunatic
does
or
it for me.
Will I just join?
right.
You know, I'm one of those lazy. I'm
You
one of
got
those
your
lazy
own
guys.
bits,
I'll just
DL.
lay there and let somebody else do it for me. You know.
This is true. This is very true.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lay here.
Unless
You
he's got
just-
his
you
head
do
screwed
all the-
on,
you
hasn't
do
he?
all the
He's
work.
not silly. He's got his head screwed on.
Mm.
Dear.
I even invited
So that
Dr.
means I got
Foreman
to say
for
happy
you.
birthday again
Cool.
tomorrow. And I got to find a funny gift as well. Yeah.
Doctor, call him
well, I'll find
Doctor
one.
Love.
I always
Call him Doctor
Yeah.
Love.
The Discord. There you go. So there you'll have a couple more
Random
people
is
once
just
you
turned
get around
into
to
a
it.
literal ghost. Oh, there we go. It's lit up again.
What? Raquel, have you made it to the house yet and found that phone?
They're there for a month, and I guarantee you, if she doesn't find it, she's going to drive herself batshit
Oh my
crazy
God,
for a
I
month
forgot.
trying to find that fucking phone.
She was trying last night, and she did
I
that
just
one thing
thought-
and made that alarm sound, and we're like, "What the hell?" Was
Even funnier was the whole while we were doing it, and then she's like, "Why is there two?" As I was showing you how to do the stuff on Discord live and explaining everything that Tina had said about the doing the thumbnail, like all that stuff. While she paid not a lick of attention to anything we said, she was worried about that fucking phone. It was so funny because DL was just dying in the background, like we were just sitting losing it, laughing. But yeah, it was fun. But yeah, and I'm like, do you?
we
really
love
need
you,
to
Raquel.
trip?
We truly do. But you're a hoot.
Yeah, oh yeah. It was. It's meant with love. It's ribbing meant with love, like Walton love. It's Wee Man Walt. We love you.
I got
Wee
my
Man.
luggage.
And my ride is here.
Well, yeah. So how about you, nerd? You got anything new coming up?
No.
Other than hopefully
Nerd,
showing up.
don't get like that. Right. Actually, Raquel, remind me of something. Avatar 2. Who's interested? No fucker. That's
Nobody. They're re-releasing the first Avatar.
I don't get the first Avatar why people were like, I want to move to that planet. Fuck off. It's a fucking death trap. Piss off, you
Yeah.
twat. I mean, floating rocks, fucking animals, all this sort of shit. Sod that. Humans trying to blow you up. You got to put your fucking hair into something to make it.
I just want to take a Death Star to that planet.
No kidding.
Oh, that's a bloody good idea.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
An evil Death Star.
Yes. I'll solve all the problems with one shot.
Absolutely. We don't need the ore. We'll just blow it up anyway for the fun.
And teach the dead Princess Leia a lesson.
Yeah. Well, it's not Alderaan, but yeah. You may fire when ready. I like a big explosion.
Oh no, we're defenseless. We're a peaceful planet. Fucking who cares?
Yeah, they were hiding loads of weapons.
And now you're not a planet.
Now you're just a gravel pile.
They were one of the biggest arms dealers in the fucking galaxy. There are loads of weapons.
That's what she was doing. Princess Leia was making her money off of arms deals.
The Imperium was right. Everyone else was wrong. The Rebel Alliance is scum. Join the Empire today.
And the Empire, the Emperor, he was so misunderstood.
Yeah, they have great dental and fantastic uniforms. Join the Empire.
Yeah.
That's my pitch.
Is that like in Starship Troopers?
Yeah. Would you like to know more?
Want to learn more?
The only good bug's a dead bug. That was a great film. I fucking love that.
Yeah, the only good rebel is a dead rebel.
Paul Verhoeven, fuck me, come on, fantastic. RoboCop, fucking come on. It's truer today than it ever was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I tell you what, all those movies from the 80s, they were predicting the future.
I buy that for $1.
You probably could.
Can now, yeah.
Can I have both of you? Sure, we've had our shots.
Yeah, that guy was actually the inspiration for Dollar Store. So
was it? Bloody hell!
Like I'm only saying that, I don't know. But
he made a lot of money out of the dollar.
Well, he had us going there for a minute. You liar!
It could be.
Yeah, I created Google.
I walk on water. What more do you want? I've got a beard. I walk on water. There you go.
Yeah,
I got a 2-foot schlong too.
I ain't no what. Go on, nerd. Go on.
What other lies you got?
I'm no messiah.
I wouldn't want to say that.
How do you know? The
Well,
messiah.
I know.
Various ways, young boy.
But the last guy in a brown robe with a beard didn't go around nicking shit. I'm just saying.
All right, you got me. I'm a Jawa. All right, I knit the beard as well. It's not real. It's fucking fake. Look, it's gonna come off the glue. It's gonna come off the glue.
Oh, you got that model glue on there.
Yeah, super glue.
Took a page from Mr. Peabody's book.
Bye, Raquel.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. We've been going about what, 3 hours?
No, he's talking about polystyrene cement, cyanocranolate super glue, which was invented during the Vietnam War to cure major wounds. Because it blocks the blood.
I knew him. Major wounds.
Major wounds.
Major wounds.
He was my drill sergeant.
Sir, major wounds.
Oh, so we got a terrapin. That's not a turtle. That's a terrapin.
He's a ripe cunt. That's right.
It's
he
a
was a ripe
fucking
cunt.
terrapin.
Right?
It's not a turtle.
Oh, you'll see. This is just what we're going to play out. But yeah,
I've seen this one already. I think.
Oh, I'm sure. But we know Brent Ootini's got nothing coming up. Poor Dio's gonna have a birthday, and I think we're doing it on Raquel's channel, right?
Yeah,
Dio?
yeah, that's what.
So that'll be on
tomorrow.
Raquel's channel, which is in the link in the description. 9 p.m. Central Mountain Time.
9 p.m. Central Time at 10 Eastern
Time. So catch those.
The rest
guys.
of y'all figure it out.
Yeah, exactly. The rest of y'all just do the math. We're not going to do it for you.
No.
Tonight, I don't know. Maybe we'll do another stream later on. There's no liars tonight.
There's liars every night.
Oh yeah. But unfortunately, Tony Tone Deaf from the Clown World Review, he's not feeling the greatest. So I think he's taking the night off, which I kind of found out while we've been talking because I didn't pay any attention to anything going on today because we've been streaming for 3 hours. But yeah, maybe we'll do something else. If not, as far as I know, I will be Saturday night's main event, Etep Wokuian's Place to Be reviews, 9:05 Eastern Standard Time Saturday, and then I'll be jumping on with DL afterwards. And then if that's not happening, of course, I'll be with you right away, DL. But again, I want to thank everybody in the chat for coming and hanging out. Thank this wonderful panel for coming and hanging out and allowing me to just talk with all of you and everybody just having fun. And on that, I hope you guys enjoyed this exit video because I personally think it's hilarious and everybody else loves it too. So here you go. If you rub Brent's belly, this is what he does.